G'day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the first ever Mana Surge qualifier for the Mana Surge Cross Rain Cross Cup 2021, of course, sponsored by Select, by Sonic Boom Entertainment. And this has been an event we've all been just waiting for. I want to say patiently, but someone's been super excited, but not so patiently waiting for it. Hyping this event up for months and months now, and it's going to be an amazing way to kick off the Shadowverse 2021 season with such an awesome collaborative event with the guys from Rain in Japan. Joined here now on the analyst desk by myself, the voice of Oceania, of course, that being Baz, and my boys here, Ngai and Sue, to bring you all the analytical side of this amazing event here for our top 4 action. Guys, welcome here to the desk. Great to have you with me here once more.
Good evening, Baz. Yep, great to be here again, and hoping for some great matches tonight.
Good evening. It's nice to be here again. I missed out on the last MS Cup, but I'm back. I'm back, guys. Feels good.
It's always good to have Sue back. The face, the MVP winner of every Castle Royale we've ever had. Need that experience. Brings that flair,
Yo.
But guys, the first time we have an analyst desk as well, of course, for a Managed Surge event, for an amazing event such as this, guys. You guys excited to break some of this stuff down, maybe give a side and insight into maybe some Shadowverse action that we don't normally see in some of our other Shadowverse events?
So obviously this is a crossover event we have with Rain, right? So obviously whoever qualifies in the end is going to be able to play against some of the best Japanese players we have in Japan, of course. And I think they had quite a number of participants as well. So whoever's going to end up playing in this cup for the money, it's going to be the best of the best.
Yeah, exactly. And also the format right here that is used in this tournament is 2-deck 0-ban, which is a similar format that's used in Japan's competitive events like Range, like ZCG, and etc.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to bring up as well. Like, it's not something a lot of these guys are used to, right? Like, as you mentioned, Sue, it's like Japan mainly exclusive. We're normally used to seeing that SVO or SVO style, 3-deck 1-ban, right?
3-deck 1-ban format.
Yeah, exactly right. So, like, it's entirely some of these players, like maybe some of the newer players who are trying this for the first time, or maybe even some of our more experienced guys who might not have had this experience before. I don't want to say it was like maybe a bit daunting, but like it's definitely entirely different. Of course, it's still being best of 3. It is conquest format, still being good old rotation as well that we're used to seeing. But having that format, like how different do you think it could have maybe affected some of these guys? I mean, again, not having that ban, having to have 2 decks basically perfect and ready to go, it definitely mixes things up.
Yeah, definitely, because you have to make sure that the two decks you bring cover a wide range of matchups, right? Because there's 8 classes in Shadowverse, and you don't want to have a deck that loses to too many types of the popular decks. So it's a real pain when it goes into deck building because there's no ban, so it opens up a lot of holes. But at the same time, without a ban, it means that you can bring your 2 strongest decks. Yeah, and and your opponent can't really do anything about it. So just play your best game. So it's a really fun format.
Yeah, I think like choosing the lineup is very. It takes a lot of time and practice, and also a lot of thinking to do, because like just bringing the 2 strongest decks is not necessarily the best strategy. Sometimes there are counter lineups as well, except that it's a bit less creative because there's no bans to help and cover up the weaknesses of some of your decks as well.
Yep.
But then we have seen a lot of lineups today here in the tournament, so I'm very excited to see how the top 4 lineups are doing.
Of course, we'll look at that in just a short moment, guys. But yeah, as you guys mentioned, and as you mentioned there, Suyu as well, completely different. Maybe we might not see some of the crazy decks we might be used to seeing in SVO. Of course, having that ban available normally might kind of psych out some of the players going forward, but we'll have to see what these top 4 decks are, because there's still some interesting ones coming through here. Maybe not some of the ones we might have thought of seeing. Some I think were expected, to say the least, but of course, we'll show you guys very, very soon what those are. Of course, the winners of both the qualifiers here as well will be making it to the grand final stake on Range representatives over on their side of events as well for some cash prizes. So some big rewards up on offer, even the opportunity to take on some of the best players in Japan. Which, again, besides the format, not really something these guys can do in the esports setting. Maybe more of a scrimmage setting, we might see that more, but not in a competitive setting such as this guy. So it's really cool to see that coming forward, and we're really excited, of course, to kick this one underway. And I think a lot of you guys were as well. I mean, 115 players were registered for our first qualifier here. Absolutely insane number. I know we're going on last week for the Managed Surge Cup. It was about 70-something players, and we thought that was a lot of players there. And that number kind of just got blown out of the water with this one. So it's really cool to see you guys support, showing up and being able to play in this event, and the team representation as well. Almost every major team from the West and the SEAO regions being represented here, besides, of course, Mana Surge being here as well. We had EMT, we had Twilight Knights, we had Revelation, we have Team Omnibus, iVictory, Dawnbreakers, Tempo Storm, and Hallowed Sky Knights. I mean, was there anyone I missed, guys? I think I just mentioned every team available, right?
Yeah,
you missed out Sona 5, I think. Wait, I'm pretty sure you missed it, yeah. But anyway, interesting thing to note about this current top 4 players are all SVO top 8 players. Yeah, all of them are previous SVO top 8.
Yeah, so the caliber's there, right? The caliber's there. Right, and we're seeing that with the team soon that plays. And let's look at our top 4 guys. Perfect transition to go over to our top 4 guys. And we're seeing some huge familiar faces, some guys who are coming back into the scene here as well. We're going to see that in our first semi-finals. Of course, one of the terrors, I want to say, of the Mana Surge Cup scene back in 2020. Of course, it's Twilight Knight Styx here, rolling up against GA for the first semi-final matchup. Semi-final 2 will be Void, taking on probably one of the biggest faces of Shadowverse in Dawnbreaker's own Cryzome, rocking up here as well, getting himself into the top 4. Guys, what an amazing top 4 lineup we have here for our first qualifier.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a huge top 4. Like, Styx is a very fearful name in the SEO community because he recently won the Temple Storm Operation Tokyo 4 with West Wind Haven. Out of all things, West Wind Haven. Yeah, I netdecked that list. That's why I know.
Yeah, of course he did.
And then GA, I believe he topped SVO in 2019. I believe, yeah. And he was recruited into Sona 5, but I believe he left the team after that. I mean, he hasn't been hurt much in 2020, but I'm very excited to see how he plays out today.
Right. So as you guys were saying, it's the best of the best here, right? It's 100 over people. If you want to be here in the top 4, you gotta have the skills, and quite obviously, our top 4 have the skills.
That's the thing as well, though. In both our regions, SEA and West, we have some top caliber players, everything top caliber teams. We saw that throughout the bracket as well. Just the amount of big names that got knocked out to get to this top 4. And this is only the first qualifier. I've still got another one next weekend, as well. I'm excited to see who will rock up for that top 4. I'm maybe getting ahead of myself there, but I mean, we've had such an exciting event happening right here now, guys. I want to get your quick thoughts on some of the decks they brought in here as well, because we're seeing some familiar faces, but maybe some that some players thought were maybe dropping off a little bit that have returned, and there's one in particular here with Spellboost Rune that I'm surprised to see here too.
Okay, so right off the bat, right, I want to mention that there is no dragon, like in the first 2 games, right? Like, no dragon whatsoever. Like, and I think that's a sign that dragon may be a pretty good deck to ladder with, but in this format, the 2 decks zero ban. Like, if your opponent picks 2 decks that are good against dragon, you're basically not going to win. So it's a really interesting thing to note, right? That a deck can be really good when climbing ladders or doing rankings, but when it comes to tournament setting, no one's playing it. Like, not the top 4 anyway. So just something interesting to note. Yeah.
And so quick for yourself as well.
Yeah. Let's talk about the classes that they choose moving into this tournament. Styx has Loxus Forest and Spellboost Rune. So Spellboost Rune was recently buffed with the Miser buff, and he became a terror in ladder on day 1 on his the new buff. And I'm very excited to see how it works out in the tournament setting. I believe GA or he wants us to call him Air or something.
He's gonna earn that. He's gonna earn that first. He's gonna work for that.
Granbury Shadow and Sanctuary Haven, which is a very common lineup in 2-0 ban.
Yeah. So, guys, we're going to see this semi-final kick underway now. This amazing first matchup here between Twilight and Styx taking on GA. Of course, the main games here will be casted by our very own Different Fight and Shireen. The awesome duo has returned here. The OG duo has returned here for our cross-cut Mana Surge cross-train here, guys. Singing over to those boys now to kick off our very first semi-finals for our qualifiers. Take it away.
And once again, welcome everyone to today's big tournament of the day, the MSX Rain Cross Cup Qualifier number 1. And so you are joining me, Different Fight, as well as Shireen.
Hello. Nice to see you all back in action.
Yeah, it's been a while for you, right?
Oh, don't ask. Like, the last time I casted was last week, and I pulled my Rust off, and now I'm ready to go with you.
Yeah, it's been a while for us, at least. It's been a while for us as the duo, the homies, the boys here on
the dream team,
the main stage. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we have, of course, Baz and the gang already talked to you about what the MS Rain Cross Cup actually is. So we're gonna have the top 4 now. We're gonna be taking a look at the first matchup. So we have here a matchup between Ehe as well as our Sticks. So what can you tell me about these players that we have today?
Both SVO winner players, both finalists. Pector 8 also won sometimes, just saying.
Sometimes,
yes. There are very well-known names in the Shadowverse, a Southeast Asia community.
Yep. So, good names, well represented, and, well supported is another way to put it. Now, let's actually talk about, so this is actually, I think, the first sort of big English-speaking tournament after the patch, right?
That is correct.
Right. So we have the brand new sort of rise of Glockcraft, as I like to call it, the sort of updated Runecraft that's been definitely popping off and getting a lot of traction online, especially. I feel like a lot of people have been talking about it, and it's going to be interesting to see here. So from Pactor 8's side, he's going to be playing that today. So anything else that you notice interesting about the players' lists?
To be honest, also Pactor 8's or Styx's Forestcraft deck is also worth mentioning because it is Loxus, which had a rise in popularity.
Open up the there once again.
Yes,
even without
the here.
It's impressive because when it was like popping off during the last set, it really felt like it was the Natura package that was like carrying the deck, right? And then I remember when the Natura package was rotating out, a lot of people were like, I don't know if this deck can even stay alive, got to see the new cards. But looks like, all it took was a couple of weeks, the week 1 meta kind of faded, and, we're opening up Daze once again.
Turns out all Loxus needed was a bike all along.
Just put that man on a bike and he's good to go. All right,
Correct.
So let's see. So of course, on the opposing side, however, we have your very favorite, your actual favorite, Sanctuary Haven, or at least Haven's your favorite. I don't know about Sanctuary Haven being your favorite, but at least Haven is.
Yeah, Haven is my favorite indeed. But I've got to say, right now, I also prefer Sanctuary Haven to Rally Haven.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Rally Haven feels less consistent, to be honest. While Sanctuary is always doing what it does. It heals your own face, and you survive. Everything.
Yeah, I mean, it was like basically the biggest boogeyman of the last expansion, right? And now it's just basically, it adapted pretty well to the new releases. A lot of the supporting cards ended up just helping Sanctuary Haven. So overall, I think it kind of makes sense that the deck is still seen as really, really good and still kind of at the top. So, all right, we see here first little bit of damage dealt from Pector 8's side, bouncing that Ramiel, and I guess you just played out again just to get that ward up. Ooh, hovering over that wall there. I mean, I guess you can still bounce it.
What he also could do is like play the giant pursuit.
Right out
giant pastures. And invoke the second Walder.
Oh, that's true. That is true. I guess that also makes sense. But let's see what he's... Okay, he's going for the Walder here. All right. So this is one of the new tools that... Oh, he's going for the bounce, yeah, as I mentioned. I guess he wants to just preserve it for the time being. And draws into the boxes as well.
Don't forget the invocation, because he excelled twice in this game, in this turn.
That is correct. Alright, so... But yeah, I feel like it's pretty cool how like Walder was, from the game he comes from, Granblue, he's sort of like a meme card, or a meme unit character, I guess you would say. But then, put him into Shadowverse, give him this invoke effect, give him Storm, and we're good. Just let him rock.
It turns out Storm is a pretty good effect. I rate this card 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I give it Storm out of 5. All right, so here comes the Sukuna, swinging for 2, getting rid of the Fluffy Angel. Fluffy Angel is sort of like the card that everyone was teching. Remember, like after what, like week 1, week 2, and like everyone was like running aggro decks on ladder, and then it was like, how do we answer aggro? Oh yeah, there's this one neutral card that just like heals nonstop. Cool. All right, so
clever play from the Sanctuary player, conserving his Evo points, so he can actually get a discount on his Sanctuaries if he draws them.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, good point. Good point. All right, so let's see here. He needs to really set up for this, you know, Loxus as well. So that's kind of the thing where the biggest change with Loxus, I would say, in this set is just like the fact that, you know, the Natura package last set just kind of like fed into the card, right? You know, it was so cohesive. It worked so well with everything that the deck was trying to do, but now with this set, it feels like you really have to like set up and work for it even harder than you did before, and like you don't pop off as early. I'm not sure if you would agree with that, but
no, I totally agree, because you have to set the bike up 1 turn before, or the bikes, multiple at best.
Yeah.
Also, big pick up from Tehe. He got his Sanctuary.
Yep.
Though I have to also say that Sanctuary also has to work harder for the Sanctuary effect nowadays.
Mm-hmm. All right,
it's not anymore have Justine and Natura cards in hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh, the Giant Patcher's coming through. We get the 2 amulets here, dealing damage to the board. Everyone's favorite Giant Pasut coming through. All right, so there's going to be another heal of 2. Man, it's... Fluffy Angel really is just like... It came out at the right time, let's put it that way.
Yes,
all right, here comes a Sanctuary with a discount. And so now, you know, this is kind of where... When you're playing against Sanctuary, this is where the sweat starts. Don't want to let it, you know, pop off on you too much, especially if they manage to set up multiples. All
this
right,
is Unicorn time.
Yep. All right, here comes the ward effect. Damn, the Unicorn's already looking mad beefy. Looks like he's trading the... Yeah?
Huh? That's a fake Unicorn, I just wanted to say. And he's trading Lorena to have board space for next turn.
Right. And the 9/9 ward.
That can't be targeted by effects, which means Styx has to actually use resources to kill that thing.
Or, you know...
Or just fraud them.
Yeah. And
it's also always an option.
Yep. So it loses the bikes, unfortunately. But, at the very least, this big old board, as well as the Sanctuary, is going to be gone. Alright, so...
Styx WinCon now is basically to draw his whole deck.
Yes, from nothing. But, you know, it's gonna be an interesting process. We see the double Yukari in hand as well. Does that really matter in this matchup as much?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yukari is basically a tempo play. So what I would like to see here from Tehe is to just yeet the Blight out of hand, because that is card draw.
That's true.
This is the turn where you yeet your stuff. You always, when Wolfrod gets played, you have 1 turn to actually think about what you're doing. And yeet cards you don't want your opponent to have in your hand, because he copies your hand in 1 turn.
Right. Alright, so looks like he didn't go for that play and instead let him have these... I mean, the hand is still, you know, pretty... I mean, I don't know if I would even want to say it's great, but it's going to depend on, you know, what happens here. Although having the Yukari in this perspective isn't actually too bad, I guess?
Not at all.
Yeah, because you can turn off... I mean, if the Sanctuary does come down again, it's kind of good. Alright, Blind Justice.
I just looked into it. Styx has only 2 draw engines in his deck, and the Blight.
Alright, here comes the Yukari over here. So the effect damage has been turned off. Unicorn Altar drawn into.
Alright, so now perfectly around the Blight.
Yeah. So like, the Blight is now basically just a dead card in hand. So that's... maybe keeping it wasn't... You know, maybe that was mind games all along, you know? He kept the Blight, he didn't want to play it all out, just so he would gets copied, then he plays a double Yukari, and it can't... can't even clear the board. Easy.
Yeah, but to be fair, the timer is still on Tehe's side because he is a deck that is not known for aggression. He can't simply just go face.
Right, of course. And especially without Sanctuary in play, I mean, that's gonna be a little bit difficult. Alright, so play down the Unicorn, got the heals back up. Oh, hovering over the Blind Justice. Nope, just gonna pass.
To keep that.
Yeah. Wings of Tomorrow isn't. I mean, I guess. All right, still going for the Grand's Resolve here, just to get the
he
search.
Wants to fight his Ra.
Yeah. I mean, especially at this stage, like this late into the game, you need that right now.
Yeah, you need some way to finish the game off.
Yeah.
And Ra gives you that way. Though he picks up an IO, which is also burn, 4 out of his hand.
That's true.
So right now he's 1 off. Okay, I forgot about the Yukaris.
Oh, and the Sanctuary pickup as well. Although now he actually does have the. Yeah, I guess it is a Blight turn, huh? I guess this heal to 17. This 4/4 isn't really doing much, just kind of chilling there. Yeah, I think that was a good way to kind of stall out a little bit. World coming through with no targets to attack into.
Played perfectly around that.
Alright, so let's see here. Io is now ready to pop off with her enhance effect, but I don't think it's worth to be putting that down just yet.
I mean, he has to kind of put it down now because the Yukari, he knows that his opponent has Yukaris in his hand.
Exactly. So it's going to be. I mean, it's also like it feels like there aren't that many other options. I guess he's hovering over the set here as well. Double set is nice, I suppose, although the heals aren't really doing too much. All right, Lorena coming down.
The
double
sets
empty
at least
heals
can go face. They can't be targeted by the Blind Justice.
That's true. All right, Sanctuary coming out with the refund effect. Still got that Evo point, still holding on to it. All right, so let's see here. Blind Justice coming through. All right, and then Lorena. All right, so let's see here. Hovering over the Fluffy Angel for that recursive heal, quote unquote. I guess that's not too bad because you can basically you go Fluffy, you heal, and then you basically get to Evo the Lorena, and Lorena pops the damage into the opposing Lorena and then trades into the 4/4, I guess.
He did not heal twice this turn.
True. All right. In that case, here we go. Evolving the Yukari here. So it's going to trade and get basically evaporated by the Bane.
The game should be over next turn because there is still another Holy Water in Styx's decks. So Tehe has to finish him off right now. And I don't see that happening.
Wait, so that means if he draws for turn, then he draws off the Holy Water in hand. And then that's it, right? That's game.
That's game.
All right, so it's now or never. Hey, you have to give people a reason to believe. Oh, looks like that's going to be just a surrender. He acknowledged it, and so game 1 is going to be going to Styx. All right, very, very good showing. Loxus. We kind of hyped it up as like the Loxus deck, but there wasn't much Loxus action going on in the end. But still, excellently played. Honestly, really played around the deck really well in my opinion, and managed to kind of like. I feel like he caught him off guard at the right moment, just after the Sanctuary had come down as well, so he didn't really get to profit much out of it either. It was just like the one turn of the big unicorn, and that was basically it, right?
Yeah, and I just gotta say, I love the inclusion of Wolfrod to just get control decks and demolish them, because the Wolfrod actually denies any form of control. You want to draw cards? Go ahead, draw cards, but I'm going to fraud you and win by your own cards.
Exactly. Yeah, and he plays it at 2 copies as well, which is pretty nice to see. So, it's definitely feels like a relevant tech, for the deck as well. So let's see here. We're going to go for game 2. So this is going to be match point on Styx's side. So for Styx, we're going to be seeing some of that Glock craft. some of that
Pew, pew.
beautiful Glockcraft with the Miser buff. It's going to be very, very cool to see. And then, of course, we're going to see... Ooh, sticking with the Haven as well. So Sanctuary gets one more shot.
I mean, obviously, because Sanctuary is heavily favored in this matchup.
Right, of course. But let's see, I mean... Gonna have to see those... Oh. That... I mean... It's not awful of an opening hand. Oh, the insight in the starting hand? Alright, I like that.
I mean, you always have time
Yeah, true.
with this kind of deck. Because you have all the heals in the world.
Yeah. As long as you don't Omega Brick, you're all good. Alright, so the Featherfall coming down with the Enhance. So
Cool on 1!
Wow, alright, just... Oh my god. That's about as great as it gets. Let's just put it that way. Alright, the turn 2 pass. Alright, so the Sorcerer coming down. Wow. You were oh my... You were saying favored?
Blight, please. I take 1 Blight for the Haven player. In advance.
Oh my lord. Alright, plays down the Unicorns. The... Oh. Damn. Alright. So, Unicorn Altart is down. Plays down the inside. Gotta boost those. Ooh, and the Miser pick up as well. Authoring Tomorrow coming through with the draw effect this time. So then next turn it'll be the deal 1 to everything. Deal 1 to all followers.
Everything.
And just passes. Yeah.
He literally has everything he needs right now.
Yep. Quite literally. Alright, so Vincent coming down with the Evo. The big boss man himself in the big seat. Alright, and of course, gives the effect. Oh my god, this is gonna be interesting. Alright, so finally the countdown is over. The Calm Featherfall comes down. And so gets that, well, does get the heal. And so we still have one more turn of Authoring Tomorrow, so this next one will be the draw, right?
Next
And
turn
then-
will be the draw. It's always odd turns draw, even turns ping.
Yep. Alright, so Darion 5 and 6, Kuon on 12. Slowly everything's coming into the right place. Alright, evolving, making use of that 7 body. Alright, so
Funnily enough, the Calm Featherfall is just there to be another copy of the Unicorn Altar. To have a heal at the start of your turn.
Right. Alright. Double Golem Marshal.
The ping to the face. And our
Yep.
neighbored hero at the ready.
Here we go. Alright, get the buff. And here come the Glocks, baby. Words of Judgment,
my
Rapid
lord.
Fire. It's time to actually just unleash this actual bullet hell. We're playing Toho over here.
So Styx is probably thinking, okay, what do I do now to not overdraw? Or I'll just
basically.
overdraw the rapid fire. I don't care.
Yeah,
Who
I
needs
mean,
the
at
rapid
this
fire
point,
anyway?
at this point, you might as well. Alright, Dario's on 1, and he plays it out. Ooh, just a draw of 1, though. But let's see what he goes into. Oh. Alright.
I love my 6 play point insights.
Yes, me too. Truly the best. Yeah, I mean, that's always... people have done the statistics, There's plenty of people doing the sweaty math to calculate the chances, for how much your Dario will actually draw for you. There's some situations where you kind of take that 6 cost insight. But let's see here. But man, the buff really feels super relevant for this deck. Like, I've seen people really be experimenting with it a lot, and it feels really, really good. Ooh, Archangel coming through. So this will
Denying
be raising the max one
play point.
defense. Yep.
Because everything that's not a follower costs 1 more now. Oh, that's not an overdraw you want to see.
Ooh, that is indeed pain. Oh my lord. I mean, you basically have to make do with it,
Yeah.
The chances you take. Ooh, Crystal Witch. Okay. Let's see here. Playing down the other boot. Just Daria here? Yeah, just Daria here. Oh, and he's drawing for what? 3? 2.
2, but don't forget, he also gets 2 rapid fires.
Aha.
Oh, and Words of Judgment and burns everything in the world.
Yes. Everything burned, but it is what it is. Oh, and the Miser not even eating the damage either. Sticking with that 5-6 body, nice and thick. Black and Scripture gonna be picking up that Daria. You've done enough work, lady. Blind Justice as well with the empty heal. Alright, looks like it's gonna be just a pass.
I like how Tehe is just playing around the Words of Judgment and the rapid fires here.
Yeah. There's just no targets. Which is really impressive because there's only been like barely a week to practice against this deck. So it really goes to show, the best players in the game, they make use of their time properly. They don't wait around. Alright, Kuon coming down with no Kuons to connect to, but there is a Rooney, so at least that will do some work depending on how these spell boosts come down. Alright, debating between more face damage or the ward. Face damage it is.
He does not play around the Scripture with this play.
That's true.
But who needs to play around when you can burn your opponent's face?
That's true. Alright, so the Rooney... How much is the first Rooney at right now?
The first Rooney...
I think they're still both at 0. They're still both at 0, I think.
Yeah, this could be very OP.
Alright, so gonna have to start working for that real quick. Alright. So we got Crystal Witch at 2. The rapid fire is sitting there. Ooh! Alright, Blight. It was about damn time. It was about time.
Still no sight of anything remotely board related. Or the Sanctuary.
Yeah. Although this feels kind of dangerous, like just leaving it there. Alright, the Rooney coming down. Now with 1 spell boost. So that will be just the extra draw here. So we basically just work through it. But man, they basically have like 4 cards dead in hand. Oh, there's another Miser. Oh my god. Alright, Crystal Witch coming down with a 0 cost.
The Deputy too.
Yeah,
picked up.
Deputy coming through. Alright, let's see here. What's the next play here? So Rooney at 3 and 2 respectively. Swinging for 9 damage. Alright, what's the next call here? Definitely getting close. I mean, from his side, what is even the answer next turn?
Pray to God you draw another Blight. Because the Blight heals for 6 next turn.
That's true.
Yes.
But is that really the only
out of Rooney range?
That's true, but is that really the only out right here? Ooh, gives up the Steed for the draw here into the Sorcery. Looks like he's going to take that. Willing to overdraw one more time if necessary.
I think he could also just Tetras Metal to boost.
Ooh, looks like he is. Alright, that's respectable as well. So just passing on this big old board. And that is not a Blight, but Lorena coming down. Going to be providing the healings.
He can still draw into another Blight.
Yep.
Well.
Not anymore. Alright, the Unicorns have been chilling in there for a long time. It's time to do some work. Time to do some work.
That's a big workout, if you ask me.
It's the entire set. It's the entire set of the gym. Alright, the Yukari coming down with the effect. Alright, so at least that kind of, denies basically everything in hand for the most part.
Yes.
Right,
I mean, the Words of Judgment remove the Yukari effect from the followers, though.
That's true, that's true.
So
I guess if you want to get those...
use them now.
Yeah, just to get them out of the hand, too. Alright, let's see. And he gets to recover because he actually played the Steed, so it's actually perfect. Alright, let's go. I'm about it. Alright,
I'm
trading
all
first.
about it.
All about it, baby. Here comes another Words of Judgment. And the last one as well.
This one pings for free.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Boom! Easy. Alright, perfect. And I guess you can still rapid fire the last one. Get that out of your hand as well. Although... I guess... Yeah, there's real reason to hold on to it at this point, right?
Now I would think that it's a slight order,
Hmm.
with the way of playing the Sorcery and Solidarity last.
Right. All right, let's see here.
He's thinking about getting more rapid fires.
Yeah. It's just that they won't be discounted, so I have to work a little bit for them. All right, Words of Judgment coming through as well. No more Amulet in play, though, so I have to play that out again if he wants to refund that. There's no real reason, so just rapid fire, get that out, swing for 3, and just play out the Steed, and I guess you just pass on that, yeah?
Yep.
Ooh, and keeping in mind that he is down to 10 cards in deck, we are just blazing through this entire list here. All right, the first world turn and the Sanctuary. Finally, it took... Did it actually take until turn 10?
Yes, it took till turn 10, but I don't think he's
Lord.
ever slamming that down now.
Yeah, but I mean, it's wild, the fact that he even, had to dig that far, almost bottom 20 at this rate, but let's see what the call is going to be over here.
He can't possibly think about swinging with the world.
Can't possibly, you say?
Yeah, I mean, he could,
Yeah,
but then he knows that Rooney will ruin his day.
Yep. Absolutely. Keeping in mind again, for those of you at home, the Roonies are 13 and 12 spell boost respectively, so the damage is there, secured, confirmed.
Rooney go brrr.
Yep. All right, trading. All the trades coming through and just passing. No world swings here, baby. All right, down to 9 cards in deck. I think you got to start being a little bit careful here, not to accidentally, overdo it.
Let me count. Rooney 6 plus 5
All right, there we go.
plus.
That extra damage definitely matters. Wait, hold on.
Is it
Altering Tomorrow deals 5 here, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm counting. 6, 11.
Right.
It's lethal.
I think it is. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, it is. It's actually just Altering Tomorrow and Rooney's, and that's it.
Well,
Or even
who
then,
needs
not even the
Rooney's?
Rooney. Yeah. Oh
Vincent ruined
Lord.
his other days, I guess.
Yep. And just like that, man, the Pew Pew Glockcraft saves the day. So Pactor Aid just showed up with Loxus and Glockcraft with, showed people that the buffs are real. The buffs definitely mattered. And damn, that was honestly just incredible. Like, it was cool to see, especially that, given the short amount of time after the buffs came through, like, people have been already grinding, the buffs to the point that, just being able to confidently take into a tournament. I don't know, man. I don't have that kind of confidence. I don't know about you.
I mean, spell boost never changes, and personally, players like Styx or Kyo, especially, who play Rune for a living, basically know how spell boost works. It's just simple, basic math.
Oh yeah, but it's something new to account for that wasn't part of the equation, let's say, beforehand.
That's true. That's indeed true.
Yeah. So,
but I mean,
definitely...
Misa is just there to spell boost
yeah,
crazy.
Just burst to hell. Honestly, that's the best way to put it here, I think. So yeah, that was honestly really good set. From AH's side as well. We only got to see the Sanctuary Haven, and it felt like it was kind of like trying to tiptoe around the matchup the entire time. I'm not sure how you felt about it, but it's still a really, really strong deck, but just feels like a combination of slightly bad hands. We have to also keep in mind that the spell boost opening hand in game 2 was just absolutely giga stonks. I think is the best way to put it there.
Speaking of stonks, I'm kinda anticipating the next match because we have the Master of Stonks there.
Oh yes, if y'all have the Chris Stonks emote, you gotta make sure to drop it for our next semifinals matchup. But I guess on that note, though, do we have any other comments on this first semifinals matchup?
This was cleanly played by Styx, and I think he always shows why he deserves to be in a final.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's not a big name for nothing. I think that's the best way to put it as well.
Yeah, not to say anything about his opponent, but his opponent was also very strong.
Yes, a shame we didn't get to see the Shadow list, but even then, he still put up a great fight, and so congratulations, for making it all the way to top 4 as well. But I think on that note, we'll probably wrap it up over here and take you over to the analyst desk, where you guys can take a further look at some more analysis and details of those last couple of games. So take it away, guys.
2 off, Jerome.
Wait, guys, ready. Good now? Sweet, cheers for that there. Different fight and Shira for that first semi-final 1 cards breakdown here. And you're back here now on the analyst desk with myself, Baz, Ngai, and Suyu down here as well to break down the action that was the first semi-finals for our first ever Mana Surge Cross Rain Cross Cup 2021. And lads, what a way to start our first qualifier top 4 here as well. Twilight Knights again seeming to terrorize any sort of Mana Surge event that we have, and they're back here again. Styx taking the reign this time, going 2-0 against GA. It just seemed like Sanctuary Haven just couldn't keep up with either of his decks here for the first semi-final.
Yeah, so regarding that first game, right, what a pity he couldn't get Sanctuary on 4. As a Sanctuary player, if you don't get Sanct on 4, it kind of hurts your game plan going forward, because there's a lot of board play you can do. You can set up big boards with your Tiger. Yeah, so in both games, actually, not getting Sanct early, as you can see, it was really hurting his game plan.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Sanctuary is a deck that revolves around the
Sanctuary.
card. Yeah, because it needs a card to do a lot of things, like to set up wards, to clear opponent's boards and stuff. And not having it means that you're lacking those advantages over the other decks as well.
Yeah.
And also something to do with like a gold amulet card, something about a sanctuary or something. I don't know about that one too much, guys. But I mean, it did seem like Styx kind of had an idea going into this one, right? Like his first set coming in here, of course, was that Lox's Forest, but we saw Wilfred come out of nowhere, and turn 7 antics with him started happening, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like we have spoke about this a lot. Like Wolfrod is super strong against Sanctuary, although not as strong as last time, because now you run the Unicorn Altars, which gives you 7 cost unicorns. But I think Styx piloted it really well in the Wolfrod turn, so that he's allowed to survive while drawing cards.
Yeah, so
the only
about
sorry. The only card draw that he got is Lorena's Water, but he managed to find his other card draw from the second Lorena, and he managed to draw enough cards and survive to force a
Yeah, so speaking about that Wilfred win, right? I noticed that on turn 7, GA did not use the benevolent. So Styx actually got to copy a crucial 2-card draw. Puts him 2 cards closer to winning. So very curious.
Yeah, Benevolent Blight is a card that you want to get as Wolfrod, because it draws 2, it heals 6, use 4.
Yeah,
literally the best card you can ask for.
Yeah, so him not playing that, I think, contributed to the loss in the first game. Another thing he did that I thought was really interesting is that he played both the Yukaris on turn 8 for some reason. I mean, not that it really mattered, but playing both Yukaris just to build a big board. Not really sure where he was going with that. Interesting play.
Because he didn't have the Ra, and he wants to push damage, because that's the only way you win against.
Right.
Yeah.
Having no win cons really hurts the deck, huh?
And that's what we saw, just Styx forcing that concede, right, at the end of the day. And then the 2 cards left that you had to draw out. And it's kind of like, well, I guess that's game on over. Move on to the next one, try and refresh and reset going into our second game. But seemed to be the same old, unfortunately, for GA.
Right.
Did, of course, queue up that Sanctuary Haven once again. But had to run that into Goblins Rune. Oh, you were saying, sorry, Sue?
It's a pity, actually, because Sanctuary really dominates against Global-Suit, because of cards like Yukari, cards like Archangel of Evocation, which directly counters most of the game plan that Haven wants to play out, which is ping damage, which is playing spells as well, and dealing a lot of damage. But then managed to somehow not get much of those cards in the mid game. And Styx was able to pick up a win with the Vincent and Miser's burn damage.
Yeah, but let's rewind a bit there, right? Because of course, Yukari is the bane of every burn deck's existence. Blood player knows that quite well, right? Seen that time and time again. Hate solo queue, but we see going forward into this comp play, so Yukari is such one of these key cards. But I hadn't seen that end guy like breakdown like that early in the mid game start. Even like it just seemed that the Spellbridge rune deck had everything it wanted from the get go.
Yeah, and just having everything from the get go isn't enough, right? Like as we noted, GA wasn't able to get a Sanct at all until turn 10.
Remember, the deck's called Sanctuary Haven, by the way. Sanctuary Haven, no Sanctuary.
Like, how are you supposed to do anything, right? Not getting Ra till the late games as well really hurts your chances. Yeah, and the final nail in the coffin was probably like he couldn't even use his world to push for effect.
Yeah,
damage,
because he will die from the burn damage.
I don't know about you, but whenever I play ladder and I run to Sanct Haven, I see my opponents have like 3 Yukaris, man. So I don't know what's going on there. Like three Yukaris.
The worst situation possible.
Yeah, every time they have it's always their fault. It's never your fault. It's always their fault. That's why you lose your ladder games, guys. It's always how it works. Right? They always have that one card. You're like, gotta win next turn. Then they have that one card and ruin it for everyone. But there you go. But, as we said again, it was a very unfortunate for GA. He had a fantastic run through the brackets to get here to the first qualifier top 4 because of the Mana Surge Rain Cross Cup, and unfortunately, Sanctuary Haven didn't do it. But looking hindsight now, guys, do you think he might have swapped to his other deck? Could he maybe set morale, maybe won a game there and reset the slate so they could have been at the 50-50 even mark? Or do you think that, again, it's just kind of a deck issue and Sticks was just able to outplay him here in both games?
I think it was just unlucky. Very unlucky.
Right? The choice of card games, not being lucky.
He didn't get much of the pieces that he wants to get. And Sticks actually got the one card that he essentially doesn't want to see, which is Kuon on the turn that mattered the most, forcing out the Blight, which could have been mattered on the late game.
Yeah,
and I think Sticks also played really well. Well, huge hats off to him actually. He played this matchup well.
Yeah, luck. We joke about the luck and all the Yukaris and not drawing Sanct and everything, right? But I mean, Sticks really did play well that game. So two things in particular were like in the first game, he denied World by not playing any followers, so he couldn't die through burn damage. And then the second game, he kept really good control of the token spells in his hand that were generated from Vincent and what's his name?
Miser.
Yeah. So props to Sticks as well, because he really showed that he deserves the spot. He played really well both games. So luck and everything, but skill first. So
like I said, once again, Twilight Knight's coming in, terrorizing Mana Surge events. Sticks, I want to say stranger to being in the top 4 for Mana Surge events, and of course, no stranger to Grand Finals, no stranger to winning. So she's going to be quite comfortable, quite happy with that 2-0 going into the Grand Finals. Now, of course, the winner going to be one of the finalists moving into our Grand Finals in just 2 weekends' time for those cool cash money prizes. Of course, taking some of the players from the Rain side of things as well. But we're moving into now semi-final 2, lads. I'm going to get your quick thoughts on this one here. Void versus Dawnbreaker's own Cryzome. Of course, these guys, big names. Cryzome, especially one of the biggest names, I think, in Shadowverse, in the competitive scene, in the content creation scene as well, guys. How do you think this matchup's going to go here? Looking at the decks, looking at the caliber of these players.
Okay, so first off, I want to apologize to the viewers just now because there's actually a dragon. It's being played by Void. Obviously, Bite Dragon. Interesting to see where this matchup
almost goes. Had no dragons, guy. We almost had no dragons.
Yeah. Well, sorry, guys. Just Void he's just too good. He's winning a dragon, even though no one else got
the rest of us.
Yeah,
it looks like a very standard dragon, but doesn't have the world. It runs 2 Jerva and 1 Gandagorza and 2 Bahamut's. It looks like a deviant is from most of the standard lists that runs like 1 Zerganea, maybe 1 Jerva, and maybe no Gandagorza as well. Really depends on how he wants his Draconic Core to perform. I personally like not having Gandagorza and 1 Jerva instead, because I want to play out my Draconic Core earlier to guarantee my Jerva on 6. But I think it's fine as well for this version of this to be played. And he brought him to the semifinals, so I'm interested to see.
But I want to get your quick thoughts, guys, coming in here. Of course, we're already seeing TK6 here in the grand finals. Are we expecting Cryzome, the man of the hour, to get that 2-0 and make it there? Do you think we could see Void coming with an upset here? Do you think it's going to be an even matchup with these decks? Quick prediction, guys. Who do you think is going to make it to the grand finals? What do you think the result's going to be?
I'm not going to call it too soon, but I have my boy Cryzome winning this. Maybe not 2-0, but maybe 2-1. He's pretty good,
And guys being nice right now. He's being nice. So yeah, your thoughts as well.
Well, I mean, I haven't looked much into the lineups. I believe Void is running Dragon and Sanctuary Haven, and Cryzome is running Loxus and Sanctuary Haven. Oh wow, Sanctuary Mirror.
Yeah. But we need a call, Sui. We need a call. What do you reckon? 2-0, 2-1, are these guys? Who do you think?
I want to cheer for my fellow. I want to cheer for my fellow Malaysian, but I have to play that devil's advocate. I think Cryzome has been complaining about the meta, so I don't have much confidence in him. So I'll just bet for a Void 2-1.
Well, there you go. He's too busy playing other card games.
I'm sorry, Cryzome. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, if you win this, don't kill me.
We'll have to see if his brain is big enough to get himself to these grand finals against these guys. But here we go now, heading it over to different fight, and Shireen once more to bring us the action for the second semi-final, Void versus Dawnbreaker's own Cryzome. Take us away, guys, for our second semi-final for the Mana Surge Cross Rain Cross Cup first qualifiers.
And welcome back, folks, to our second semifinals match. So this one's going to be pretty exciting as well. We have some returning similar deck lists, as well as some different ones that I'm sure quite a few of you have a lot of experience playing against. But Shira, why don't you introduce our remaining top 4 contestants?
So on the one hand, we have Void, which is also a SVO top 8 contestant, and a known player in the Southeast Asia region. And he's facing another Southeast Asian player, which is named from Team Dawnbreakers, the very own, the only Dawnbreakers Pasut.
Yes. No other name, only Pasut. Some of you may have heard of his other name, Cryzome, maybe. But, he's definitely made a name for himself. Pasut forever. Pasut is eternal. But anyway, so Cryzome here is piloting something that we've seen in the past as well. We've seen the Loxus Forest and the Sanctuary Haven literally just a couple minutes ago. But Void, as I said earlier, there's a deck that a lot of you probably have experience with on ladder, which is the Vehicle Dragon.
Love it or hate it, it goes to your face, you die.
You take that damage and you eat it.
Yeah, it's so flexible. You can play cards in it like the World. You can play Bahamut. You can play 1 copy of Jerva. You can play 2 copies of Jerva. You can play a bit more aggressive with Ice Dancing Dragonutes. You can play Ramiel. This deck is so flexible.
Yeah, because in the end, the goal of the deck is just to essentially just go face, and ramp up, go face, destroy stuff, go face. It's when you have that as your goal for a deck, you can definitely afford to adjust quite a few ratios. And the ability to just burst a bunch of face damage out of nowhere is really impressive too.
Definitely, Gandagosa is always a thing. Do I ward up now? That would mean that Gandagosa goes to my face for 10. Do I not ward up now? Oh, well, there are 3 Dark Prison Dragons going to my face now. Yeah.
Exactly. Sprinkle a few Dragon Rearing in there, and just let it pop off. Just let them pop off. Let them do their damage and just, brace yourself, essentially. But it's going to be pretty interesting. Going to be cool to see, these decks come up as well. And especially, I wonder if we're going to see the Sanctuary Haven mirror match here as well. I feel like we probably will at some point. How do you feel about the current state of the Sanctuary mirror?
Well, let me get my blanket and my pillow because
you can't say that, bro. You can't say that. That's not allowed. It's not allowed. We can have a good Sanctuary mirrors, bro. Come on.
I'm just saying that Sanctuary mirrors take ages.
They do. But they can be hype in their own right, I remember at the end of last year, we had the exhibition between the Japanese and Korean players, and it ended on a Sanctuary Haven mirror, but it was still really hype. But the deck list has changed a lot ever since then.
I mean, yeah, they can be really hype. How do they play around Ra? Do they play around the world? Will they go for a big board or try to win without Sanctuary? The possibilities are endless in the mirror, but as I said, one thing is for sure, and that is it will take time.
Yes, absolutely. So let's get into our first match here. So this is going to be between Void and Chrism, or Pasut, as whatever you want to call him. And looks like, we're seeing the opposite of the Haven Mirror. It's going to be good old Vehicle Dragon versus Luxus Forest. So it's going to be a face race versus Open Up the Zeh. Oh, and the Pasut in the opening hand. I love it. Purely in character, as it should be. Definitely. I'm glad that Chrism is playing, he's playing his role.
Yeah. Though, Chris, I have to ask you one important question.
Yes.
What do you think about the Twayan leader?
Twayan leader is very powerful. It's very powerful.
Is she better than CC though?
I have both, and I'm not sure which one to set, honestly. It's a really hard choice. Oh, definitely. Let's go. Dragon Oracle in the opening hand. Like a true dragon main. You love to see it.
Where's the hero leader and where's the hero Dragon Oracle?
I know, right? But it's okay, it's there in spirit. It's there in spirit.
Not everyone can be a protagonist.
Not everyone has the ability to inherit protagonist powers like Igni, for example. Alright, the 3/3 Dutiful Steed. Not the Dutiful Steed, the Quixotic. Alright, so coming through. Alright, so Wyrmfire just chilling there. Dragon Oracle on 2. Everyone's favorite. Turn 2 play, as it is. Alright, Vagabond Lizard coming through.
Chrism is like, okay, you may ramp, but I'll go face. Who is the face deck now?
Essentially. And there's another Oracle picked up on top of that. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright. See the Bullabite coming through with the Quixotic, so this way he can actually trade into the 4/4 here if he wishes to. So that's gonna put another bike down as well for the next turn.
But this enables the Sukuna, which goes to phase for 6 now.
Uh-oh. This is the power of Pasut, man. It's coming through. Uh-oh.
Oh
it's a big boy, 9 damage in 1 turn. Man, just when you think you're safe against Luxus, you're never truly safe, are you, You always have to be on, just always have to be on the lookout. You're never truly safe. Always be careful. Alright, here we go. Swinging for 3 damage. So Void definitely, a little bit shooketh, but...
I think he's out for blood right now.
But, he did all that, and now he's going to basically be kind of like trying to top deck stuff off of these Kokoros, essentially, to actually find more pieces. Because right now, it feels like he's a bit low on gas, per se. At least he can, steed Kokoro to, trade over the 3/4, or just, Ramiel here as well, without the extra effect.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. At least then you get the negates, but let's see what the choice will be. Alright, Kokoro is the first one to come down. Drawing into a Sukuna. Alright. And another Kokoro coming down.
Oh,
this
I
time
see
going
face.
2. Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
I'm seeing someone will go face.
Oh my god. How many play points are we on? 6? Oh my god. Alright. Brace yourselves, everyone. Hold on to anything you can find nearby. Just hold on to anything. The face race is about to start. Are you seeing something?
If the 1/2 Kokoro survives, we might have a lethal here.
Right? Let's see. Quixote comes through. It doesn't look like he's gonna let anything live, though.
Clever.
It looks to be a full trade. And Oracle, yep. Just get into that. Get into that overflow. So the Dark Prisons are active, the Ice Dancing is active. With the bike down as well, how much damage are we looking at here? With the Evo still being up too.
4, 6, 10, 14.
Oh my god. That's gonna be a potential one-off, but...
No, wait, it's 16.
Wait, hold on.
Miscounted.
Oh,
6, 10, 14. No, never mind. It doesn't discount.
It's all good. It's all good. Wait, hold on. How much is this? This Sukuna right now is going for 4, right?
It's going for 4, right? If you place the Quixotic
It's
first.
6.
Yes, so it's 2 off. What you could do here is actually, like, if he's greedy, play the Sukuna Ghostface and trade one thing. Oh, no, never mind. He couldn't.
No, he's dead. He's dead.
He dies.
That is way too risky if you're at this game stage with Dragon. I think that's a risk you're not willing to take here, I think. But let's see. I mean, I think that. But then what else do you... I mean, you have to essentially full trade here to survive, which isn't necessarily that difficult in its own right. Alright, Sukuna coming through with the Evo. Alright, and the hard Evo, and I guess that's all you really do.
He's taking a risk, and it will not pay off.
Is he?
No.
He's looking to trade here. Yeah, he's just going to trade. He's not... Yeah, he traded her. But... I mean, did he have any other ways to clear that?
Play the Vagabond Lizard.
Ah, I see. Good point.
Because that had Rush too.
That is true.
So I don't understand the Sukuna here.
Well, I guess we'll find out next turn. Alright, so a third Dark Prison though? We didn't even talk about that. Hold on. Man, that's alright. Next, if not this turn, then next turn is looking... But that's also kind of like the downfall of this hand is that, like, this entire hand is just like being injected into your bloodstream, telling you go face right now. But man, but it's like, do you take that? Do you take the opportunity? Buy the hand?
That's
looks
an
like he is.
audible.
Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, he actually took himself out of Overflow, right?
Yes. So the Ice Dragon did not gain Storm.
That is right, and so that kind of took him away from dealing a little bit of extra face damage. But I mean, it does happen. I don't think that's interaction that, you know, you normally expect. Once you're in Overflow, I guess you're just like, I'm safe. You know that one meme from Gundam where it's like, I'm a genius. Oh no. Right,
yes,
so
I do.
Here. So here the Sukuna is still doing the same, right? She's still looking at 4 damage. The Vagabond can pump that up to, what, 6? Oh no, it's only Steed, so only 5. Did you just try to dig with a Deep Wood?
Kinda has to.
It looks like he is, yeah. That really feels like the only chance he has.
What's his out?
I don't know, because this board is still looking for blood. Another Wind Fairy picked up. That's not what you want to see. And looks like it's going to be a concede from Chrism. He was just digging and digging. But from sadly... Oh, sorry. You actually got me to pause for a second. I can't believe it. Chrism, I love you, baby. No hard feelings.
I love you too, Mr. Pursuit.
Oh my god, we're gonna hear from him after this for sure.
Oh, he's gonna flame us hard.
Actually gonna become the #1 topic on his stream for the next month. Anyway, let's go. Game 2. We are match point away for Void to take it all home. The vehicle dragons, you know, he's taken out the keys, you know, put them back in the garage. And now, you know, the dragons can sit there with the Bentley. And now it's time for Sanctuary Haven to take the wheel. So let's see how it goes.
When you can have tigers?
True. But do those tigers have wheels though? I don't know about that, man.
I mean, they're holy, so... And they're kind of burning.
Alright, I see where you're going with that. Alright, so Xeno Sagittarius coming through here. So with the last words draw into the... Ooh, and the Pursuit picked up immediately. Very nice. So Giant Pastures, of course, you know, pretty big MVP for Force right now. It looks like just a pass. Yes, it is. All right. So Fluffy Angel coming down here with that free healing, the free real estate healing. Another Xeno Sagittarius, okay. Vagabond Lizard coming down with a 3/3 stat line. All right.
Very big, to be honest. Though Haven has an answer that's called Blackened Scripture, normally.
Yes, normally.
Insert Blackened Scripture instead of the Ra, please.
Yeah.
He just drew.
Yeah, you don't really want to be seeing double Ra's in hand. But, you know, it is what it is. How many Ra's do you normally play, actually, in these kind of lists? 2?
2.
3?
3 is
I've
too
seen-
much.
Oh, actually, I just checked. Void's list has 3 in it.
Oh,
I guess it's for the
that's-
extra security.
Yeah, he wants that Ra effect always. I'm more of kind like, okay, I have drew a second Ra, now I'm like, oh, why?
Just like, it's just gonna be chilling there.
Yeah, it's chilling the whole game there.
Yep. Alright, the Ramiel with the little ramp. Rampiel? Has that joke been made before?
Never.
Damn. I'm changing the game as we speak. Alright, the amulets are down. We get the draw. We get the empty heals. And still got stats on the board. You love to see it, baby.
Oh,
All right.
Hi.
Sanctuary picked up. Let us introduce ourselves. Sanctuary and the army of lions.
Yes. And the
Raw
Blight,
coming through.
do not forget that.
Yes.
Name a better duo, Haven and Blight, than Haven and
Yep.
Blight.
Yep. Oh, Sukuna picked up. That's definitely quite attractive. How much is it at right now? We're looking at plus... okay, +2. Alright, here
Yeah,
comes...
if he trades, that's
This
like...
is-
3?
You know,
Oh,
this
the
is...
pursuit.
Yes, of course. You know, his avatar. You know, his if you will, you know, as some of you might know, you know, Chrism, while being a very highly esteemed Shadowverse player, is also very well known in the Vanguard community. So having a key card that you call your avatar is quite common in Vanguard. So we could say that Pastures is his avatar. All right, but
Okay,
coming
what's
back,
the play here?
he's hovering over the Varmint here. I mean, I guess it takes
Yeah.
care of the world at least, so you get that sorted at least.
It also goes phase for 2 and restores 2 play points.
Mm-hmm.
Does he play another Varmint into... or does he just play Sakuna?
Looks like he's going for the Sukuna here, just for the extra damage here. All right, we got the 1 from the passive, the 5 there. It's gonna be another 7. We're 2 away. Wait a second.
2
Pause.
off. Shaman Shama
Right, yeah.
is not evolving.
Yeah, I was checking that. Okay. All right, so the Shama will be probably just passed on here, but even then, he still has Varmint and Quixotic in hand, so that's actually not bad. Like, he still
Push comes to
has...
shove. He has also a Deepwood Wolf which can go face.
Oh my god, I always forget that thing has Storm. I always forget that thing has Storm. To me, it's just a bounce.
To me, it's like 5 out of Storm.
Yep. Oh, looks like he's giving up. Never mind. He also forgot the Storm effect. Choosing to return the Sukuna instead. I think that I respect that play, to be honest. Because she's still
it's really good.
it's amazing face damage that you just like get just like that.
Picks up the Blind Justice though from Void. Void could
Mhm.
actually now deal with the 8/8, which he couldn't do before easily.
That is true. Looks like he's hovering over the Sanctuary. Is it time for the Army of Lions? And it's
risky.
I mean, he plays the Sanctuary, right? And then he can just he needs like 1. He can Blind Justice the 8/8 and then heal anything and just get rid of the Lizard.
yes,
And
that is the play.
he's set with a 4/4 or 6/4 with Ward, I guess, basically.
No, he needs to.
Not necessarily. Yeah, he needs a second
heal
heal
3
for that,
times.
but yeah. I got ahead of myself there. All right.
He can't get a ward off of the Sanctuary.
Yeah. I'm looking at his hand now again, so he can get a 4/4 out of it. It's still decent. He gets a heal a little bit, and he definitely needs that right now.
Is there a world where you just Lorena here instead of the Sanctuary?
Do you really think so? Maybe. I can kind of see where you're coming from, but I'm more concerned about the fact that even if he does all that, doesn't he still just kind of get killed by Sukuna? Okay, he's going for it. Into the set here for the heal. And then
Does
the
he
EO
use the
comes
IO?
down.
Yeah?
Yeah, he did.
My screen froze.
All right, but I mean that is basically just Sukuna for game, unfortunately. So, as we said, you know, it was a lot of effort trying to survive and pull through, but Sukuna bounced for a good reason in order to seal the game and take us to a 1-1. Absolutely amazing showing there by Chrism as well. Really, really nice. And so taking us to a game 3 of the second semifinals. And oh my god, I actually predicted it. I actually told you this at the very start.
Oh my
it's the
lord.
Sank Mirror, baby. All right.
I'm hyped.
You can't say that. You can't say anything that could be interpreted sarcastically, negatively.
I'm not saying it sarcastically.
You sure?
Yeah, really. It is. I am hyped because I'm the Haven main. I can tell you everything what will come down now.
All right. I'm here. This is your thesis defense. This is your master
Yes.
thesis defense. Please, make your points.
I
Let
like
us
to
hear
keep
them.
stuff from both players. And let's see.
I like the emote here with the response. All right,
Turn
getting
one,
back to the game.
nothing.
All right, Altar coming down.
So what I dislike about Jules Brilliance is that it doesn't have a 100% guaranteed chance to pull off your Sanctuary nowadays.
Unless.
I'm not saying anything anymore.
Unless. Oh, damn. Not the 2 for 2. But still, I mean, he got it. All that matters is he got it. All
You
right, here
actually
comes the
don't
drop
want to
3.
play more than one anymore. Most of the time.
Mm. All right, so let's see. Altar coming down. Those unicorns gonna get real small all of a sudden. Third amulet coming through as well. Sadly, this isn't a Serena deck. All right, what's the play over here? Just Sanctuary? Oh, okay. Sanctuary just
Yep.
comes down right off the bat.
Same for Chrysome.
Yep. All right, here we go. Unicorns getting discounted. A 2 and a 4. And speaking of unicorns, they just don't stop. 4-pillar tortoise. Gonna be finding that Sanctuary as well. And the unicorn getting discounted there as well. Very nice.
Chrysome
Alright,
can actually
there.
go for a big board, you know, or just play Sarah.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
fine,
setting up
it's fine.
early is fine too, right?
Yeah, it's fine too. Definitely.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Damn, I just noticed there's 2 worlds in Void's hand. I only just registered that.
Wait for
Damn.
the third.
And the triple arena. Damn, wow.
The Triple Arena is actually not that bad, to be honest.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, but I'm just saying, man.
The worlds are more like, if I draw my Fern, I'm gonna cry.
Yep. All right, so there goes the passive damage there. All right, so we are at what? 1? Yeah, 1 heal. So now you can just basically EO here. Then we get the. You had to work really hard for this clear though, but you know, I guess
Yeah.
you go kind of wide as well. That's always nice. All right,
I
bonk.
like also the use of the EO here, because the EO in itself gets... The later the game gets, the higher the chances are that Yukari is on the field. And then
That's
the
true,
EO
that's
of
true.
burn is kinda not what you want right now.
Yeah, just make use of it while you can. All right, hit EO. Oh, it hit the EO. That is unfortunate, but you know, still pretty easy to take care of here. Although, all right, looks like the tiger is going to be sticking around, and next turn it's going to be the final turn of the altar. It's going to be coming through, and the Featherfolk as well. All right, so we see here Ra coming down once again. So you know that's again. This is still the triple Ra list. Ooh, the spread damage! The spread damage! Not what you want to see, but...
What are the chances that you just Blight here? Play the Unicorn and Blight.
I mean, it's actually pretty good, right?
Yeah.
All things considered. Yeah, I think you really do, yeah. Although... Yeah, honestly. Or, I guess Grand's Resolve kind of gets the job done, too. And you get the Surge on top, so...
But that means that you overdraw.
Yeah, that's the only downside, but I mean... I can see
I
a
dislike
point. Maybe you
overdrawing with Sank.
maybe you just keeping the Blight for future turns, I would assume. All right,
For
let's see
heals,
here.
I can see it.
Yep. All right, little trade. All right. All right, cool. So we got a little bit of damage here. Ooh, the world getting burned. Not in hand, not in the deck. Nowhere to be found anymore.
To be fair, that's one of the happier burns.
Yes, yes.
As long as it's not your third.
Mm-hmm. We should be good here.
So, chances of Io coming down? Wait. Yeah.
All right. Ooh, Io coming down with a big boy damage here too. All right, let's see here. With a quick trade, and then this is still 9 damage, putting down to 7. Oh, I forgot about the Ra as well, putting down to 4. Uh-oh. All right, get
Never
those heals
forget
going.
Ra.
Never
Oh,
forget
that's
Ra,
the wrong
man.
ping.
Oh my lord. I mean, I guess it's still okay. Unicorn coming through. Do your work, Unicorn. Do your heavy lifting. We need to see it right now.
You know, I just recognized Haven is just a bunch of animals right now.
It really is, with like the occasional god sprinkled in, right?
Yeah. Or priestess or none.
Yeah. But it's like a zoo in a church.
Yes.
Pretty nice. I like this new direction, you know. New year, new me. New year, new church.
Yes.
All right.
All hail
Let's see what it
the animal gods.
Yes. All right, let's see where this is going to go. Fluffy Angel coming down with the extra 2 heals. And the big boy Ra damage as well. I mean, we're still kind of waiting for them to start, you know. It's the Yukari spam that prolongs this matchup, you know?
I'm just saying he just drew his third world.
Oh, lord. And there's a third world coming out the way you want it to. Not through a draw. The Blight pickup might come in handy later, since we haven't actually seen any Yukaris lately. But let's see here. All right, the draw 2, another Blight. Fluffy Angel chilling there as well. Yeah. I mean, just digging at this point, and they're both, for both players, all 3 are bottom 20. I mean, bottom 19 and 18 respectively now. Oh lord. All right, let's see here. Fluffy Angel coming down. Get that little heal going.
Worthwhile to note is that none of these players don't run additional burn outside of Ra, World, and Io. So they are just running the basic package.
What other cards have you seen lately?
Bahamut.
Oh, that's right. That is right. Oh, the second Sanctuary coming through. All right, the Blind Justice. Let's see where it's going to target down and give that free. Basically healing the same amount that the Ra will burn. Very nice. All right.
Yeah.
It's a fair
So
treat.
Void has information now that Pursuit has all worlds in his hand.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. So can kind of work with that. Let's see what he does now. Chrism, the floor is yours. Show us what these 2 sanctuaries can do. Give us the zoo, the lions, and the entire show.
He can actually get... Can he? I'm thinking of a way to get the Sanctuary effect off. Or the good ping.
Yeah. I mean, he can... Yeah, Fluffy Angel, I guess, here. Get this little heal. You lose out... I was thinking of the set to get both Tigers, but I guess it's fine.
Yeah, if you get both Tigers, you can't get your board untargetable.
Yeah, right. Alright, so... Swinging there. Now, holding that set. I'm going to pass on it. Dealing 5 from the Ra. Back up at 20, though.
Place out on the Blight.
Yep. Alright, the second Sanctuary comes through. Alright, let's see here. Holy Water still chilling in the hand. We've got all these blank worlds chilling as well. Alright. And now we need... I mean, you can Holy Water for two Tigers, basically, right?
Basically, yeah, because there is no world effect on both neither sides, those tigers would stick.
Yeah, but looks like he passes on it and just chooses to have Lorena just sit there, surrounded by sanctuaries. Alright, world coming down. Alright, drawing another 2. Still no Yukari. I just want to mention that. Still no Yukari.
On neither side, and we're both in the bottom 20 of the deck. On both sides.
We're going beyond that now. Alright, the wards got spread. Good, good. Alright, there's a 6 damage. I like how finally Yukari picked up Benevolent Blight. There we go.
Yeah, the Blight will come first, in any case here.
Yeah. Alright, what do you finish this off with? What's the last seasoning you put on this cake mix?
Turn? A hard pass.
Alright. I'll have a cold hard serving of a hard pass, please. Alright. Although you do overdraw.
On the other hand, you waste 1 heal.
Yeah. But you do get tigers out of it. Alright. So the tigers coming through.
Ticking.
The big body 7. The big body 7. God. I don't think I've ever reached stages of the game, because I don't play Sanctuary myself, so I never reached these kind of great grindy stages where you're just both like throwing meteors at each other while healing up the meteor at the same time.
It's literally a waiting game here.
Yeah. My god. Alright, here we go.
1 mistake is all it takes from either of those players to lose the game here.
Yeah, I mean, that's, that just goes to show, just makes you want to give them extra praise for everything they're doing as well, because, I mean, this isn't an easy matchup by any... Yeah?
The Archangel pickup is huge.
Ooh.
Increasing your max HP against Ra is vital.
Yep. Alright, the Ra burn there. Definitely a happy burn. Very happy burn there. Blind Justicing the world. Alright, still holding that Yukari, so I can kind of deny some of the damage. Hovering over the world is going to come through. So it's going to be a double ping and the heal. And then you can top it off with the double tiger here, I guess.
You could, but you could also go and waste the brilliances to get them out of your hand.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier too, because he had that as an option to not overdraw. There's the Yukari on Chrism's side as well. Alright. It's the eternal struggle, basically.
Basically, the game goes to the person who Yukari's last.
Yes, exactly. So, is Chrism going to be the first one? But he only has 1 to hold on to, whereas we already know that on Void's side, he is a happy possessor of 2. Just chilling there, and, both players only have 9 cards to go through their deck before they actually manage to find them. So, man, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. He is hovering over it, though, so I think this might be time he's being tempted. Because I guess he kind of has to, right?
He could just play the Archangel.
Right.
Or he plays... Set? No, he goes for Yukari.
Alright, the spread damage. Gonna go for the Lorena here. Blind Justice pickup as well. And now the Lorena can actually ping some more. It looks like going for the set first. Set up the ward, see where it goes. Alright. Alright, so it's gonna ping.
I would have liked, actually, if he traded his Lorena away here.
You think so?
And then clean up with the IO.
And the Blind Justice on top of everything.
The Blight doesn't clear this board now.
That is true. That is true. Oh yeah, also the Tiger is unaffected by the Yukari as well. Should take note of that.
Yeah, the Tiger will die from the Blight.
Yeah. Ra coming through. Alright, so there's a Ra. Here's the Yukari coming through as well. Ooh, that hurts to see. Oh my lord.
Yukari, my girl, you did well.
Yeah, you tried. Man, she's just tanking it. She's like, you trying to throw meteors at me? No. Relax. It's okay. All right, so now we have... maybe this is the turn for the Archangel. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, now it's the turn to the Archangel. It's now or never. He needs to increase his maximum HP count.
Especially with no Yukaris in hand. I mean, you gotta do something, right?
Yes.
Alright, Archangel coming through. Gonna be healing. So this is still the damage heal. And putting down the Ra as well for that big boy ward. Alright, so... we are currently on, I believe, turn 15, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we are. Oh,
yes.
Boy. So this is what, 10 damage?
Yep.
Oh, my god. Oh, the Blight. Blight would be big here.
Blight clears
But
the board,
Blight?
but he can't Yukari it afterwards, which means
I think he loses if he doesn't.
he goes to 14, 5 damage. Io is 4. It's 1 off.
Oh my god, I think you're right. Wait, is
1
it?
off if he blights.
How much is the Raw dealing right now? It's gonna be dealing what?
15.
10?
10. It's dealing 10, and Io deals 4. He needs exactly another Io to finish this game off.
I mean, let's see where this goes. God.
Blight is a gamble here.
It is, but what else do you do?
You can't clear this board in any different way, actually. I'm not seeing the line.
Let's see, right? And Zelganea does clear. Then you get 2 pings. If they go to the same place, that's another one cleared. And another Yukari pick up. Oh my god, they actually went. Everyone, don't panic.
He can Yukari now.
Yeah. You just have to pass on that, I guess.
Chrysome still has 2 Yukaris, though.
Yep, in 5 cards, and he doesn't find it? Does he have a way to dig for them, even?
No.
It's
he
just
can't get the Blight to 5.
Yeah, and he can't, like, there's no point to use the Blight here either. Archangel not doing... Oh my lord. Is that it? Can he actually do anything here? Man, so few cards left in the deck and still not finding it.
He needs to heal. Chrysome needs to heal. This game will go on. I'm rocking my chair right now. This is anxious. This makes me anxious.
Oh my god. Wait, how can he even... Alright, so Featherfolk is technically a heal. Blight is a heal, but very, very expensive heal. Archangel's only heal on Evo. Io is a heal, but it's not... All the bursty heals feel bad, but at the same time, I think you have to go for it.
Yeah, you have to go for the Calm Featherfolk and the Blight, or just the Blight. I prefer the Calm Featherfolk and Blight because you. Oh, he digs for his.
Oh, and he finds both of them too. Oh lord.
Yeah, he has to trade this away.
Can he live this turn? Is there any way he can actually survive one more turn?
So he gets 11 damage. 11 plus 4 plus 1 is
16.
16 plus 2.
18?
No, wait, he can't even go for the -2 because 1 because he can't even go for the double IO. He's board locked.
Oh yeah, he's board locked.
Unicorn.
Oh my god, wait. Chrism's still in this. 3 life. Oh my god, I would be pulling my hair out at this point.
I'm pulling my hair out right now.
As we speak. Hair loss live stream. Alright, here we go.
This makes me anxious.
I know. God.
Yukari has to come down.
Yes. That is 100%. There's no other way you can push this game any further.
Is it
and
literally Yukari Blight? To get a Tiger in addition?
That does take care of the board, right?
Yeah, that does take care of the board.
Alright, well, I mean, let's see what he does. He's hovering over the Archangel. I'm not sure if that's the play here.
I mean, Archangel just gets Justice, but he can't get burnt by Ra.
Yeah. I think you just go for
Yukari
my
Blight.
God. Yeah, Yukari Blight. I'm about it. I'm buying that. I'll take your whole stock. Alright, here we go. Very nice. And then the Blight basically just to heal up. Draw. Although he is dangerous.
Oh, that!
Oh, that is definitely a pickup. And the ward on top of that, the 11 damage coming through. Well, but here's one thing to consider, right? So now, let's say here, Void... So Void Yukatis, right? Void Yukatis and denies that damage. But then, and then next are Chrism Yukatis and denies that damage too. Doesn't Chrism deck out before he can finish the game? Or am I thinking ahead too far?
Yeah, thinking ahead too far, I think. Let me
I think he barely has... He has this and next turn. This and next turn and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
God.
He has to go face. And that was the last Yukari of Void, right?
Yes, indeed. Indeed. So he gets one more turn to win. But next turn, wait, what's the turn timer? Turn time. We're 17. Next turn is 18, which is 13 damage, technically.
Go face is correct here.
Yeah. Alright, the denied damage from Yukari. We have another turn of denied damage. More denied damage. Everything's denied.
I think that's it. That's game for Chrism.
I think so. Even if you remove all the... everything else here. Oh, looks like he's gonna draw into the final card and just admit the loss and take the concede in the fanciest of ways. Man, I told y'all that the Sanctuary Mirrors are hype.
They are hype, and oh my lord, I am beyond words. Both played this to perfection.
Yo, analyst desk, can y'all like stall enough for us to shower? Because that game was sweaty. God damn.
Please.
Oh my
Jesus.
lord. That was just like, man, like it really goes to show that these are both top tier, high class players. Like that was such an amazing showing by both Chrism and Void. I'm allowing Chrism to graduate from the Pasuk name, man. That was incredibly played by both players, man. No, you're not gonna let him. Not gonna let him have it? Okay.
Not until he wins the finals.
Alright. That's gonna be his graduation ceremony.
Yeah, but just saying, he is against Styx, and that is a classic SVO matchup. Styx versus Chrism.
Wasn't that the finals at some point?
Oh no, the last finals for Chrism was against Tempest, as far as I know.
That's right. Oh my god, but still, you know, two familiar faces in the finals, but again, Void really showed up. Like, I think this best of 3 was absolutely fantastic, and, you know, just going to show, I think it showed kind of like this set incarnated in a set of games as well. You know, it was like, we got the quick face games, we got the stally, you know, like really high-skilled Sanctuary Mirrors. You know, it's like, this was all in all really, really just well done, honestly. Just fantastically played by both players, so huge shoutouts to both Void and Chrism for playing out that best of 3. That was absolutely fantastic. But any other closing comments before we take it away to the analyst desk, who I'm sure have essays written for these 2 games? 3 games, rather.
To be honest, I'd rather hear the essays, because we are so sweaty right now because these games were so hype. I am more than hyped for the finals.
Honestly. All right, so we'll let the analysts take it away here. So we'll see you guys in just a few minutes for the actual finals. So that's going to be very, very exciting, but stay tuned and let our analysts take it away.
I get ready, boys. Are good now?
Yeah, okay.
Sweet. All right. Welcome back here, boys, now to the analyst desk for the Mana Surge Cross Reign Cross Cup. Very big thanks to a different fight engineer for covering that semi-2 final action, getting a well-deserved rest. So is Cryzome making it to the grand finals against Twilight Knight's own Styx as well, because, boys, I'm going to try my best not to swear right now, because I don't have any functional English language words that don't involve swear words to explain what happened there, because it was that damn long. Holy moly. It was so intense, so insane. We got Bjorn on stream as well in production right now. Also commenting about it, you know, also being like, "Holy crap!" Like, basically, to put it lightly, to put it PG-13 friendly. And I start from the top, guys. It's Baz and Guy Sui here on the LSS bringing the action here, and we're gonna before we get to game the mammoth that's game 3. We got to talk about the other two. They were games in themselves. Game 3 changed the landscape for the whole qualifier cup, I think, and Sanctuary Haven. And I agree with the East. We're banning it from SVOs. We ain't dealing with that for 5 hours for one game.
I might be ringing you.
Game one, boys. All right. Vehicle Dragon against Loxus Forest. How did that play out for Void and Cryzone?
All right. So, I mean, we all know that it was pretty close. Both decks wanted to go really aggressive, really quick. You could see Cryzone pushing for the turn 4 Sukuna, going for the big 8 damage play. He was potentially setting up a really big kill on turn 5 or 6. But, you know, it's not really his fault. He didn't get the kill. Like, he didn't get the cards, and his opponent Void, he played really well by continuing to put on pressure. Via the storms. So yeah, as you can see, if you're an aggro deck and your opponent's an aggro deck, the one that can clear while doing damage is the one that will likely come on top.
Yeah, like from the castle that we know that Void had 2 Dark Prisons to finish off the game.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'll just say this, okay? That if you already played the Sukuna out, you might as well just go face, because that wins you the game instant. But if you play out Sukuna and clearing, it doesn't win you the game the next turn. So there's no point. But the correct play that if he had knew is to set up a Vagabond Lizard and try to set up for 8 W Sukuna next turn. But that's not what he did. But I'm not flaming Crystal. I think that what he did is okay.
Yeah, that Reddit you straight up flaming Cryzone right now. Clipping this.
No, I'm not flaming him. I'm not flaming him.
He's flaming Cryzone. All right, yeah, I heard that right. Yeah.
He did a trade, but he didn't lose the game on that spot, but he will lose in the next turn. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. So it's like playing to not lose versus playing to win, right?
Yes, exactly. I think that if you played out the Sukuna already, you might as well just go face.
It kind of shows. That's a good point you guys brought, especially Sui there as well, because it kind of shows the mindset of these guys, right? Because again, you look at the stakes. Like, we haven't really talked about that too much here. It's the second semi-final, first qualifier for the Mana Surge Cross Rain Cup. Of course, if you win, you get that invite. You get to take on some of the top players from Japan as well. There's cash money prizes on the line. You know, having that experience as well. It's huge, right? It's big for a lot of these top Shadowverse players. And of course, games being streamed, casted by these fabulous casters here with me. And of course, DF and Shira on the other end as well. But like, the pressure can get there, right? And even the fatigue as well, which we can talk about as well as the games that are on, right? But these guys, you got to think about these things going forward as well. And sometimes we are going to see some of these misplays or thinking maybe doing a different play you might do on ladder, because ladder you might go full aggressive. These types of games you might play a lot more defensive, right? And be a lot more calm about it. So, seeing those mindsets in play is definitely interesting to see. But the misplay, that Twitch chat just absolutely loved, by the way. I absolutely enjoyed that.
Well,
and then seeing Void taking the win anyway, it was definitely something funny to see.
Yeah.
No, it was definitely a misorder, but I guess he forgot that he didn't play Georgia. So. Those are the exact 3 cards that he needed to play. He just played in the wrong order.
Yeah.
But that's fine because it's still 2 damage, and he still won the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything's fine as long as you win, right?
Yes.
And that takes
I joke.
That takes the game too, right? Void being 1-0 here at the moment, and he's got the momentum, right? He's got Sanctuary Haven. Everyone loves Sanctuary Haven. Sanctuary Haven's done so well in the first semi-final, especially against Loxus Forest that we saw in the first semi-final, right, guys?
Right.
That's how it worked. He definitely got Sanctuary in the second game. Definitely won that one.
It's looking better for you if you find the Sanctuary Haven. At the Sanctuary Haven, you find Sanctuary, right? But as you can see, if Forest sets up a really big board and you can't clear it, there's really no point to that Sanctuary, unfortunately. That's what Cryzone did, right? He went big and pushed so much damage that by turn 6 or 7, I think, Void was at 2 HP. Like, how do you come back from that? Obviously,
Yeah, just like you said, I think that this matchup, I think Loxus Forest will always be sending up big storm damage to Sanctuary Haven before they can even heal up and stabilize. So yeah, I think Void did what he could, but just not enough to win the matchup.
And now we get to talk about the elephant in the room, gentlemen. Game number 3.
Don't do
Sanctuary Haven versus Sanctuary Haven. Now, I don't think... How do we talk about this? How do we address this properly without...
Okay. All right, real quick, right, Ben. This is why 3-deck 1 ban is a thing.
Exactly.
So that you don't ever have to deal with this kind of situation, right?
Yeah. Maybe our 2-deck 0 ban, because you are joining us, 2-deck 0 ban, the usual format thing for the Japanese leagues. Not something these guys are normally used to here in this competitive setting. And 18, I think roughly 18 turns that game was in the end.
It was on Christom's turn.
Wow.
18 that the game ended.
Let's start from the start, boys. Okay, start from the start. So both guys running Sank Haven straight away from turn 4. So you knew it was going to be for a long haul, right?
Yep. And,
Raz came out pretty early as well, but then we got to the Worlds.
Yeah, and turn 5, turn 7, not really what you call early, but in the context of this game, I guess it's pretty early. But yes, so in this matchup, right, where both decks are healing so much that Ra isn't doing enough to kill till the really late game, until all the heals are expired. In this context, I think it's a game of Yukari chicken, in which the last player to play Yukari is the one at an advantage, honestly speaking. And that player happened to be Chrism. So, if you ever get into this matchup again next time, guys, you gotta think about your Yukaris, because this is what it boils down to, honestly speaking.
Yeah, and I also like to talk about some of the late game decisions as well, like keeping the Yukaris or playing out other heal factors instead of banking on the Yukari. I think both players have very good decisions on their side. That's why the game lasted this long.
Yeah.
And but also quite unlucky for Chrisom to draw all 3 words before invoking.
We saw an overdraw. We saw obviously 2 that were taken off the deck as well. Not to mention that we saw Yukari in bottom 10 of the deck for Cryzoma as well. 2 of those being the 6th and 5th card left in the deck as well. Like, I know everyone. Okay, Sanctuary. I know the guy who's Sanctuary Haven, Resident Sleeper, right? But that game really got really intense towards us, and every card mattered, right? Off the top of the deck, every card placement mattered. And guys, you went off when we did see Unicorn come out. Why is it being played for? What are you doing that for? Right? Kind of game as well.
Because if you guys notice, on that turn, if he had not played the Unicorn, Chrism would have been unable to play his Yukari, which would mean that all he needed to do on the next turn was pass, and he would have won. Void would have won, if he didn't play the Unicorn. Because that Unicorn enabled him to trade a Yukari in, and then he got to play another Yukari, and that sealed the deal. So I honestly think that was a really, really bad play, and my fellow casters here, they heard me.
Hey man, you won the bet, all right? You won the bet. Now you cop the
sure. I only
I mean, I lost the bet, but I think Void played his heart out and managed to got this far against someone from Dawnbreakers. So it's great to see some of these free agents being on par, or at least content up with the team members as well. I applaud. I think he did very well. GG.
And that's what you about those events, right? We always get stuff like the independent guys, newer guys, maybe some guys have been around for a while, who always show up at our events. I always put on the effort, always take it to some of the top teams, some of their top players as well. We saw it here happen against Cryzome here, and I hope to see his Void come back, maybe second qualifier. You never know. Could see him back in the top 4, maybe look to get to the grand finals and get his spot, right? We'll have to wait and see. But an amazing matchup from both. I'm expecting to see clips on Twitter or YouTube at some point now coming out of that one. There's got to be something coming out of that, I think. But an amazing match to cut off our semi-finals here for the first qualifier for the Mana Surge Cross Rain Cross Cup. But lads, we're moving in the grand finals now for our first qualifier. Of course, big stakes for the winner here between the likes of Twilight Knight Styx, Dawnbreakers, Cryzome. Getting some quick thoughts. We've seen both these guys play. TK Styx 2-0 played at the start of the night. Cryzome 2-1. Very taxing series coming through here. How do you think this might impact both these guys, emotions-wise, stamina-wise, sort of coming in here for our final matches here for the grand final?
Yeah.
I think... sorry, you can go first.
just going off of what you said, right, Baz, I want to note that the players have been playing for about 5 hours, and you know, video games 5 hours, you might not think that it's a really big deal, but in a competitive setting, I think it really taxes the brain a lot. You know, speaking as a player that's played competitive Shadowverse, 5 hours nonstop. I think we might see some misplays. Maybe some of the plays from just now were due to fatigue as well.
Yeah,
but definitely a factor. You know.
Yeah, I think that Styx had a lot of time to prepare as well, and Chrisom probably didn't get much rest after that one series. But I think both players are still very strong and skillful on their decks. So I think it's going to be a very tough series for both players actually.
Yeah, and again, big deck lineups coming through. So both these guys coming through here again, guys. We're getting ready to jump into the grand finals. Just a short moment. Do you guys have any predictions after that? Do you want to throw 2-1, 2-0 out? We're gonna bet again, see what happens.
Oh my god, do I have to bet against Chrisom another time?
Hey, you almost won last time. You also because he always threw it for you. So
yeah, you were one unicorn away from winning, man.
Yeah, I was one unicorn away from winning. I have to think hard about this and looking at the line. So,
How about yourself, guy? You got any ideas? On
yeah, of course. You know, I called the score accurately just now, 2-1. I'm going to call 2-1 again, and I think Chrisom's going to take it.
Well, there you go. He's doubling down, boys.
Yeah, doubling down
once again.
then I'll just say this out. I think Styx will win 2-1.
And you bet?
I'm the host. I get to avoid this. That's my job. I don't have to say bets. I don't have to say nothing.
That's not fair. You're a part of the casting team.
No, I'm the host. I'm okay.
You're
I get away with it. We're going to get to the grand finals now, so you can't take this from me. It's a different fight. Ed Sheeran to wrap us up here for the grand finals here. Big stakes for both these guys. Will Twilight Knight Styx take it here, take another win here, and make it to the qualifying stage, the grand finals for our Cross Cup. Or could we see Dawnbreaker's Cryzome here again having an amazing series just recently there for our second semi-final against Void? Does he have enough left in the tank to take out Styx and get his position locked in? We'll have to wait and see here now as Different Fight and Shira take us away for this amazing grand final set heading your way.
Come back, everyone. This time it is the finals. The finals of the MS Cross Reign Cross Cup. Qualifier number 1. So, of course, I am Different Fight, joined by Shireen once again. If you're just tuning in, hello.
Welcome.
Yes, so we have our 2 finalists at the end of this first qualifier. Don't forget that, of course, next week we'll be back as well with another round of this exciting action. So if you like what you see, make sure you drop a follow to the Mana Search Twitch as well, so you can stay notified of when the next tournament broadcast will happen. But let's talk about, once again, for the people just coming in, just tuning in for the finals, let's talk about our finalists here.
On the one hand, we have the man, the legend himself, Pector 8, alias Twilight Knight Styx. Played in Contenders Cup, played in the SVO, always shows the performance worthy for the Twilight Knights. Literally, normally our MS Cups are called, we nicknamed the Twilight Knights Team Killers because they're always in the finals and kill each other off.
Yep, but not this time, because his opponent is Chrisom. So, that is,
he didn't graduate.
He didn't. We gotta go by his government ID. It's Chrisom, Pasut, everyone's favorite. So, of course, he is, the deck lists have not changed. We have the one common Loxus Forest here that both players are piloting, with the difference being the, aforementioned Glockcraft spell boost, as well as Sanctuary Haven that we saw a really exciting mirror match from just a little bit ago. So if you didn't see that, you're just tuning in, make sure you check out the VOD later on if you want to catch some of that action, because it was definitely really, really hype. So it's going to be really cool finals to see. Who are you rooting for in this one? Do you want to see Pasut graduate to Chrisom?
It's hard because I love both of these players, and I don't want to pick favorites, but Chrisom, you got this, or I will meet you behind an alley.
Oh my God, so aggressive, bro, so aggressive. Damn, but Pector 8, for me, Pector 8 is if people just watch this tournament and have never heard of him before, Styx basically just kind of, he solidified himself, just like quick 2-0, you know, just clean up that top 4, get into finals. So I feel like he's also really threatening. So I think it's going to be really, really close here going forward. But, you know, both are really popular players, very well known, especially in the SAO community. So it's going to be really cool to see. And yeah, honestly, it's going to be, I'm pretty hyped for it. I'm sure you're hyped for it. Again,
definitely. Both are very great dudes. I'm just saying, both of them, whichever one of those two win, they deserve it.
Yeah, honestly, absolutely. 100% agree with that. Looking at their lists, I'm trying to see any differences. I think the one difference we have is the amount of wolf rods. So Chrism's actually only running 1, whereas we saw that for Styx, that was kind of the card that won the game at one point. So, you know, that's going to be interesting to see how it comes through. But again, on the bottom, we have Styx. On the top, we have Chrism coming in here for this mirror match to start things out. Varmin Hunter in the opening hand. We got the Shamu Shamu Deepwood. It's not bad. Alright, see. Oh, I just realized actually they play different counts of Walder as well. So Chrism actually plays 3 compared to 2 on Styx's side. There's actually quite a few differences in their list. I'm looking at it more now, like actually side to side. And there's actually a fair bit, like, there's no Quixotic in Styx's list either, so that's quite interesting. Anyway, so we can see that turn 1 pass. And here we go. Ooh, 2 Walders in hand, so no invocations, or at least not much of it this game. So he's going to go for that quick, instant, pseudo-quick blader, basically.
Oh, I love the turn 1 quick bladers. These sword mirrors, my friend.
Damn. Sees a quick blader cosplayer and instantly calls it a sword mirror. Alright, here we go, another quick blader. Alright, here we go. So, what do you actually go for here? Just Elf Queen for the draw, I guess? Keep digging?
Yeah, Elf Queen locks out the Walders.
Yeah, essentially. You want to kind of like start to push that aggro down a little bit as well.
Yes.
Alright, Vagabond coming through. Yep. So, just gonna leave it up there, let it chill. And then, alright, let's see. And answers with a lizard on his own. Very cool. So, you can immediately play out the Dutiful Steed here as well. Very nice. And then just trade this and go for the 2 to face. Very nice. I think it's a pretty standard start. Nothing too fancy, nothing too explosive. You know,
nothing
what you
wild.
Yeah.
This is a Ramiel ramp and a half, though.
Yep, Rampiel coming through.
Which means the Pursuit can be, the Pastures can be played on turn 5.
Did you just unironically say Pursuit?
No.
You want to inherit? Chrism's not graduating. You're inheriting it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god! All right, here we go. Xeno Sagittarius is just chilling in that hand. You want that extra draw? Just cycle? Up for grabs.
One option. He could also just keep it and clear any kind of ward Styx is building now. Oh my god, that pickup.
Ooh. Wait, that's actually really big. That's really big. Hold on.
Is it time to open up, Daze?
Open up, Daze. Here we go. I think
play Loxus, trade the free in, get another play point. Oh my god, open up a Daze.
Open up a Daze. I feel like this is the turn for it. It looks way too good. Like, this is basically like the level of Natura package that you could do with Loxus, but is there a point?
The problem with that is, though, is Xeno Sagittarius.
That's true.
Does Styx make the read? Does Styx make the read that Xeno has his Sagittarius?
I don't know. I mean, they're both playing it at 3 copies, so I would assume that, you know, like, if you haven't seen it on the board yet, you just assume that it's still there. Goes for Varmin Hunter instead for the trades, although if this hits the... yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Not things you want to do. Hitting the Ramiel, which can't take spell damage.
This is going to trade into it.
This was a slight misorder then, if you're going to trade anyway.
Yeah, I felt a little bit out of order, but it's okay. Still good. Alright, Vagabond Lizard coming through here. Getting another Steed. Getting a little buff here. and of course the trade. And now we have 2 amulets on the board. Let's see
What
where
are
this is
the
gonna go.
chances we can see the pastures, Chris?
I mean,
Smokes for 4, clears 2 things off the board,
yeah.
doesn't even require an Evo to trade.
Yeah, truly best card. With the emote on top, damn, he knows, man. He knows. He's loud and proud about the pastures.
Yes.
Man, he's not even trying to hide it anymore. He's just like, I accept my fate. This
He
is my
embraced
avatar.
it.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. How big is this Sukuna getting? I know it might not be the play here, but I only got +1 so far. Hold on, because if he
The
Wait.
Sukuna gets also +2 because of the bullet bike. Don't forget that. So
Yeah, the double
2, 4,
bikes.
6.
because he has
8.
speed and he has pastures too, right?
Yeah. So
How
the
far
Sakuna
does that
itself
go?
is 4.
Yes.
4? 8. The
Three?
Sakuna deals 8 this turn if you place it
Mm.
raw. If you place the Amulet Beautiful Steed, it deals 9. Is there a lethal here? Can we find a lethal? Is there a Loxus
No.
lethal even?
Is there?
Could there be? No.
I don't think so.
No world.
There is no world line where that exists. Oh, just pastures? Okay.
Okay,
Mm,
the pastures
answer-
versus the pastures.
yeah. The eternal rivalry. Alright. Kokoro
What's
picked
the
up for
play?
the digs. I mean,
You want to dig?
pastures- yeah. It's just that they're both at like really dangerously low health, and the only difference is that Chrism doesn't really have a way to clean up the game, whereas the Sukuna is looking pretty
Might be
feisty.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.
Let's put it that way.
So let me count the Sakuna quickly. She's at 5 attack if she plays her, plus 4, 9. That's lethal.
Yes, it's just lethal. Yeah.
Chrysome has to find a way.
I mean, he has 1 ward in Ramiel. He has. Does he want to try digging for something? But what does he even dig for here? You know?
The ward doesn't do anything though because the Elf Queen can just trade over the Ramiel.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. Wow.
Okay, decides to get a ward. Decides to get another
Yeah.
ward.
2 wards here. But then what? That's the question, right? And then what? All right, here comes the trade. All right, and looks like he's gonna evolve into the Ramiel here, hovering over it. Hovering over it. There we go.
Sadly though, that isn't enough. So I think that is Styx. Twilight Knight Styx will take this game.
Yeah, because I mean, you can just play the. You basically just play the Sukuna, eat up the buffs, play down the Elf Queen, just
Yeah, with
trade
the Elf
over the
Queen trade,
4/4,
yeah.
and that's it. Sukuna
Yes.
cleans it up, takes us to game 2. Let's see if he
Does
connects
he
the
see
dots.
the line though?
I think you don't get greedy. Wait, is there a better way to do this? Hold on, maybe we're not seeing something.
Is he
Alright.
doing a fancy Loxus lethal?
I think so. All
Yeah,
right,
it's a fancy Loxus lethal.
it is indeed. Oh, open up the day.
It's time to open up.
All right, it is the fancy Loxus, virtually achieving the same thing in a more fancy way. Points for styling. All right, there we go. The 9 damage to the face. The beautiful.
Open up, Edazé.
Oh. I think it's this card it's funny, man. It's just from the
So
moment
much
it
meme
popped up.
potential.
Yeah, it's way too good. All right, so Pact to Raid, just like we saw in the semifinals, to be honest, quick, clean. Just, I was gonna say something else, not clean twice, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, all good. It's a long day for us casting, boys.
But all right, but now we get the Glockcraft versus Sanctuary Haven. So Chris actually switched out of the forest.
That's a Sanctuary picked up, and the Yukari, both key pieces in winning this matchup. Just missing the Blight.
All right, this looks like doesn't look like much action for the first couple turns with this kind of hand. All right, so we
It
see
won't be much action
sorcery.
from either.
Yeah. I mean, at least sorcery turn 2, but you know,
Picks up the blight.
Kuon. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. At least he has a Rooney to kind of build up into something here. Here we find a Kuon. Nope. The third Crystal Witch already. Well, at least he doesn't have to worry about finding any more.
I love Chrysome's hand.
Oh my lord!
I want to marry it.
You're gonna let him gotta let him graduate first, man. All right, let's see here. Impalement Arts coming in with that 1 ping just for a little spell boost.
And that's
Right.
slammed down Holy Sanctuary.
Absolutely, no questions asked.
I always find it weird when I don't see animated sanctuaries, but that's just me as a Haven main.
So rude. All right, here we go. Got that 1 quick spell boost. This hand's looking slowly getting better and better and better.
It's getting somewhere with the addition of the Darius.
Yeah, and the 0-cost Crystal Witch is also very nice on top of that, so... Alright, Golem Marshal coming in. Get that feed down as well. Crystal Witch coming down again. All 3 down, and the Kuon picked up as well. Very nice. This hand looks a lot more spell boosty now. True to its name.
Playing around the Blight. I like it. Sticks, I like it.
True, yeah. My man is showing his power level here. Not holding anything back.
So the greedy play would be to just stun the second Sanctuary.
Right. But
And
then
heal.
no, he's gonna. I feel like we've seen Chrism always like consistently try to put down the Ra like as early as possible, which makes sense. And kind of just straight into this 4-5, yeah. And now we just let those two ladies sit there.
Kuon.
Oh, another Kuon. We got the double Daria, the double Kuon. It's a match made in heaven. They're best friends.
Vincent coming through, I think.
I would assume so. Oh, Miser being hovered over. I mean, let's see. He has to hard evil the Vincent. And then I guess... Yeah, I don't know. Do you go for Vincent here?
I mean, hard eviling the Vincent would ensure that you have the effect now, trade, and then go face for 5. I don't see the downside.
Right. I'm thinking, like, compared to Miser, though, right?
The problem with Miser right now is that you have no way of getting his rapid fires.
Alright, well, let's see what he decides on. It's the... we have timers for a reason. They're there to ponder. Ooh, Rooney? Okay. That's not what I expected. Alright, get that little trade in there as well. I forgot that it already has quite a few spell boosts, because that's been in the opening hand ever since the start. Alright, here we go. The 3-cost Insight coming down. Alright, and here we're going to have another 7 damage. So he evils aggressively as well.
You
So
have
that's
to
just
play
trying
aggressive
to-
in this matchup. You need to close out this
Yeah,
match
yeah.
as soon as possible.
Don't let those Yukatis touch the floor. Keep them in
Yes.
the hand. Don't let them touch the floor. Alright, let's see here. Archangel picked up. That's actually... Is that relevant right now?
When I look at Stick Sand, no.
Considering they don't know each other's hand. Alright.
Blight
see
just
here.
clears 2 things off the board.
Yeah,
He
I
needs
mean...
to heal again and play
With the Tiger.
Evo the Tiger.
And then still something stays up. Yeah, that kind of hurts. That's slightly painful, but... It is what it is.
He also has no additional healing to proc the Lorena.
Oh my god, you're right. You're actually right. That kind of hurts. That is slight pain. Alright, Deputy. Being hovered over.
Deputy
I guess you
Miser
can-
gets rapid fires.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's not as
Hmm.
important in this matchup. Oh, third Kuon.
Ho, ho, ho. In case it wasn't enough, the man shows his face. Alright, this is looking like a big old
That's
miser
a Miser
turn.
and Alpha.
Yep. Alright, so Steed first. And then here come the rapid fires. Alright, so now Let's see what he's gonna do here. So Steed first, just to play it out. And then I guess you just Evo it and just start. You know that meme of like, so anyway, I started blasting.
Yes.
All right, there we go. Rapid fire. All right, swinging for. Oh, puts the Daria down first. All right, let's see what he gets out of this. Gets a draw 2 with the sorcery getting the spell boost. All right, and then finally the 3 damage to face, putting it into world range here, but no world to be picked up.
I'm not saying that Chrysome just drew a way of proccing his Lorena, but he did.
that is true. That is true.
Oh, even better.
Ooh.
Or he could just use Set and banish the Miser, which
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
actually
looking
don't
at here.
dislike.
Especially, you know, looking at the board state here, I think that's actually the right play here. So now we can, like, yeah, pop the Daria, trade into the 3-1, then just kind of sitting there for the rest of it. I think that's good. I think that's good.
Which, you know what I would have liked here?
Yeah?
Actually trading Lorena away again. Into the
Why do you
Daria,
want to trade
so...
her away?
Because I don't want my opponent to play more rapid fires.
That's fair. That's fair. Ooh, another Miser picked up. Mr. Miser, what you doing there, buddy? What you doing there? Alright, Vincent can actually come out here with the free Evo, right? Yes.
Yes.
So the free Evo does come down. He has the Steed. Chillin'. Alright, here we go. So he gets the free Evo. It's already ready. And then he'll get the effect from the Vincent as well. So let's go.
Vincent is such a cool card.
It really is. I like Miser a lot too. He's like the young blood, you know. He's hip cool, whereas like the Vincent is it's like a fine wine, you know.
Yeah. But I'm more into fine wine and dine.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Have a nice wine and dine. Alright, here comes the rapid fire. Blasting as well as the extra damage from the spell cast. Thank you,
How will
Vincent.
Chrysome react to this?
Yeah, I wonder. Alright, let's see here. I mean, I guess you just pass here, right?
Or just play the Miser.
Just for the final
body.
Steed. Yeah.
Yes.
Get the Steed, get the body. Ooh.
On Wings of Tomorrow.
I don't know
Does
about
that help?
that. I mean, I think more so than anything, the Yukatis are active, and that's what we should be looking at here as well.
If he uses Cheetah's Determination, hits the Vincent.
Which
I'm taking.
Well, Archangel anyway. On another note.
So
So
you
now-
still need to hit
wait.
the Vincent. He hit the Vincent.
Wow, he actually hit it. That is fantastic. Alright, so he got his extra health. He got the heal. He got rid of the Vincent. You know, he's making use of that Sanctuary. So far, you know,
Actually-
taking... Yeah?
He can't get the Quan out this turn.
That's right. That's right.
Rooney?
Ooh.
Or Miser, get more rapid fires.
Yeah, I'm thinking Miser here. You can just do it unpunished, basically. Alright. Words of Judgment, Rapid Fire, woof, and there we go. Alright, then just play the Overcosted Steed. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And I think that Chrism is still in a pretty, like, comfortable position here.
Chrism, hard pass here. Hard pass.
Oh!
I love him!
wait!
He's the man!
Oh, hold up.
I saw the setup and was like, game set, this is Chrism's.
Wow. Damn, you caught that, like, instantly, too. God damn.
That's how you know
Alright.
I'm a Sanctuary player.
That's true, that's true. Put some respect on Shireen, y'all. Put some respect on Shireen. Alright, so that's 4 damage coming down. Calm Featherfolk coming down as well. We get that little damage. Yukari here to deny this damage. The
You have
2
burn?
lines.
No,
get
no, no,
blasted
no,
into
that's
the
not
abyss.
burn.
Yep. 2 off lethal, 21 health. We chillin'. Alright, so only 1. Oh, and just a pass. Understandably conceding and respecting the plays And once again, Chrism taking us to a 1-1.
Yes. I love that hard pass, Chrism. Well
That was
seen.
really well done. That was beautiful. Oh my god, man. All right, this is it. The finals of the finals. The match of the day, century, month, year.
Basically.
We will see now if Chrism can graduate. That's all that matters. All right, but of course,
Will the aggression from Spell Boost hold up to the aggression from Loxus?
Yep. Can Sukuna just pull the rug under and just go crazy? Oh, and speaking of Loxus, oh my lord, that's an opening hand on both players, to be honest.
Yes, slightly.
The only problem on Pactorade's side is, well, not much spell boosting happening in the early stages. I guess you have authoring tomorrow?
Yes, but that's it.
Yeah. For the rest, you're kind of just sitting there. Whereas Chrism now, he kind of has like all these draws. All right, another Kuon picked up. That's definitely a nice sight.
He might have to play the Rooney just for the spell boost.
Yep. I'm looking at it for the same reason. All right, Elf Queen coming down for the draw. All right, swinging for the 1. So here's another draw from... Yeah, this is a Rooney. Wow, that feels unfortunate.
That hurts.
It's unfortunate, but at least the rest of his hand can follow up later on, you know? It's not like he's like... It's like a Rooney on a brick. It's a Rooney on a handful of giants. All right, so let's see here.
Can just let the aggression flow.
Yeah. Let the aggro course through your veins.
Yes.
All right, go for the draw here.
Young Padawan.
All right, and that's going to be just another 3 damage to the face, to the dome.
So he can kill.
It's a much needed insight then.
What was he doing after?
Good question.
Crystal Witch? Shikigami summons?
You evo that into the... I guess I see... Wait, isn't this a 1 damage to everything turn?
Yes, it is.
So you can basically trade into the 1-2. Trade into the 1-2 and then... oh, I think he... Wait, is this a draw turn? Oh, he forgot.
No, I don't think he forgot. I think
You don't
he wanted to go for value here.
Okay. I understand it.
Is this a Loxus turn, though? Time to open up Darze.
Perhaps. Let's find out. All right. Oh, here we go.
See? Gorontiesa!
All right, here we go. The bounce coming through. Sukuna, another Sukuna picked up. Open up the Giant Pastures. As well as our favorite Forest Ranger eating up all those buffs. Let's go 3-5 with a ward. And we're still chanting, open up the So let's see. Dutiful Steed coming through.
Face.
We're still going to be opening up over here. The shop's still not closed. All right, here we go. 5-7 going to the face. 2-1 going to the face as well. And looks like a pass with this really, really chonky board. What do you even do on Pactorade's side, honestly?
I don't know what Styx can do right now. He doesn't have Misa.
Yeah, it's like he's lacking the clear elements. And as godlike as his hand was at the start, it just feels like it's falling short right now.
Able the 1-3 in?
I guess so. But even then, he's still like...
Conjuration, try to dig for Misa.
Oh, and he gets it.
That gets the Misa!
Oh my lord.
Lord, he coming.
Oh, but... Alright, come on, Miser. It's your time to shine. Let the Glocks just go ham, bro.
Wait. I think Misa is not enough. He can't clear the board at all.
Yeah, no. Hold on.
That's a 0 cost.
That pops the... Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think that's enough.
No? This is...
That's really unfortunate. This is still looking like a All right, Dario coming. I think he's just fishing for anything, even knowing that nothing really gets him anywhere. Oh, Lord. Trading that in and just passing, and this is basically going to be it. Sukuna for game. That's all she wrote. She already has the +3 buff going for 5. Eat up those extra buffs. Yummy.
+4.
And
you forgot about
delivering
the Xenosect Darius.
Oh, Lord. That is right. And there we go. That was, compared to everything else today, one of the most like quick and action-packed games we've had, I think. God.
Yes.
And just like
well-deserved Chrism.
Chrism graduates, and not only that, he also wins. What a fantastic outcome for him. But honestly, put some love and respect on Pactorade as well. Had an immensely great showing today, honestly. That super dominant top 4, as well as, like, I mean, he still did everything he could, I feel, in that finals, especially in that last game. You know, kind of got thrown the really good cards, but no real way to get to them. And that was like the most unfortunate part of that. But apart from that, both players showed up amazingly. Like, this was still an amazing finals to watch, and just an absolute highlight of the day as well.
Definitely. I can't say how sweaty I am, because those were games of Shadowverse.
Absolutely. God. Man, that was absolutely fantastic. But, you know, you've been hearing from us for hours now. You've been listening to us scream about these players, just pop off. And, you know, you got all the action here from us from the MS Cross Rain Cross Cup qualifier. But yeah, I think we're going to hand you over to the analyst desk. Any final thoughts, Shira?
It was an honor to cast the first thing with you, Chris.
Yes.
Homies.
The first qualifier. Yes. The homie squad out here on the caster desk. Honestly, I can say the same. It's great to be back with the boy as well, and it's always fun to cast the Mana Surge events as well. But I think on that note, though, that's going to be it from us on our side. Let's take you guys to the analyst desk, and we'll see you guys next week otherwise.
Cheers for that there, Shira, and Different Fight for wrapping up the grand finals here for the Mana Surge Cross Rain Cross Cup first qualifier for 2021. And put on an absolute amazing show casting these matches for you guys. So cheers to them for putting on all that action. I mean, semi-final 2 was enough in itself, right? But just throughout the whole night, cheers for that, lads. And you're back here on the analyst desk here now to wrap things up with Baz, Ngai, and Suyu. And guys, what a way to end qualifier once here, the grand finals. Twilight Knight Sticks against Dawnbreakers Cryzone went to the final game match point, series point, qualifier point here at Cryzone. Does end up taking this one out here 2-1.
Right, so in contrast to the semi-final 2 game, this one was really fast, right? Thank goodness for that. But there was only one Haven this time. And, you know, thank goodness for that. So...
no 20-minute game, 20, 30-minute games just for one game now.
Yeah, and I just want to get this out real quick. I won both bets, 2-1. I called it. You know?
All right, enough of that. Enough of that. All right.
All right. I'm sorry. So, I want to talk about the game?
Oh, absolutely. That's what
before we talk about the game, I'd like to apologize to the two people that I voted for, Sticks and Void. I'm sorry for caster cursing you guys, but this hour I will make use of it for SU. Great.
I think this way, Sue, all your caster curse energy has all been used up for the first qualifier. I think I'm going to get the grand finals. Get you on our boys. Have a bit of bias, you know.
I'll vote for the Japanese instead.
All right, okay, hang on, trader, hang on. No, of course, here we go. Covering the grand finals here, coming through. First game was at Loxus Forest mirror match. Not the Sanctuary Haven mirror match, of course. 2 Forest games coming through here. How'd that one play out, guys, for these 2 players?
Right, so I realized that Chrism tried to go for early aggression with double water. Unfortunately, though, it was not enough, because Sticks was the one that had the Loxus, set up the really big board on turn 5. You know, and once the Loxus goes down, the board's really big. You know, Loxus Forest itself doesn't have really good answers to Loxus Forest if Loxus goes off on 5. Besides its own Loxus, right? So, as we all know, Chrism didn't have it, and ultimately, that's why he lost.
Yeah, like the Loxus mirror, unlike the Sanctuary mirror, you don't have to go for long games. You have to just try to find the Loxus, try to find Sukuna, try to hit base. That's it. Try to find as many bounces and hit base. Yeah, that's it.
A tried and true, right? We saw that coming into game 3 as well, and how Chrysome ended up wrapping that one up. But going into game 2, Spellburst Ruin against Sanctuary Haven. You boys even said it on the desk, should have been an easy win for Chrysome to take the one out. Pretty sure that was the case going forward there. But I mean, Styx did have some decent hands coming, did have a decent board control, a decent board for a while there. But again, I guess Sanctuary Haven, right? That Yukari, damn that Yukari once again, right?
Yeah, so speaking about Yukari, I would like to point out that Prism collected most of the anti-rune cards really early on. You got his Sang, you got the Blight, you got Yukari, all within 3 turns, I think. The opening 3 turns.
Yeah.
So he was pretty set to control rune all the way. He even got around 5, got down round 5, I think. Yeah. So after you get raw down as Sang Haven against rune, you just play control all the way.
I think Styx played that matchup correctly. The unfortunate thing is that his Kuon is not ready on the turn where it's needed the most.
Yeah.
In the Sang Haven matchup, most of your burn damage are not going to be relevant as the game goes on and on. So you have to rely on your storm damages from your Kuon, from your Demon Caller plus Kuon combos and stuff, and
and also because Kuon sets up really big boards, right?
Unfortunately, he wasn't able to find the Kuon to be reduced on time. He did find all the Kuons, my bad. But he just couldn't get them down time.
He's able to fix
it. He had to rely on Mycer and Vincent Burns.
Yeah.
That was not enough.
Yeah, but that's what we were saying, right? It seemed like it was going to be the guaranteed victory just off the decks alone, right? And Chrysome was able to fire that one for that victory, being up to 1-1. Got us to match point, series point, as we mentioned, for the first qualifier here. And Spellburst Ruin versus Lux, as far as it seemed like the game just went by in a flash, right? Chrysome easily dismantling Styx here with this Lux as far as huge aggro out of the gates.
Yeah, unfortunately, Spell Boost is one of the decks that doesn't handle early aggression too well, I would say, because you need to have a lot of resources spent early on to clear big boards or wide boards as rune. So naturally, I think Prism, being the force player in this case, had the advantage throughout the game, especially because he got his Sukuna and the Loxus early on, right?
Yeah, but even though we say that Grissom dismantled that match pretty well, I think that if Styx had been a bit luckier at going first, he would probably won actually. His hand was looking out to be pretty good towards the end, but unfortunately he didn't have the time to settle his pieces and go for the win. So yeah.
And that's the thing as well, we talked about at the start of the stream, right? Not just Styx with the whole Twilight Knights team. Say they're going to Rampage and Mana Surge Cups and the Mana Surge events they normally do. They normally are some of the top players we're used to seeing here. And, as we do finish up and wrap up via the qualifier, Chrysome going 2-1, Styx, so both these guys going to be representing us, of course, on our side, the English-speaking side, the SEA, West side, whatever you like to call it, going up against Rain and the Japanese teams, 2 top players I think we can all be happy about representing us here from the first qualifier. Of course, Chrysome will have more of an advantage going into the grand finals we're about to talk about in probably the next qualifier. I'll let you guys know what's happening with that. But again, 2 awesome players to represent us here for the qualifiers one. But as we move on to the second qualifiers, guys, what do you think we could expect to see there coming through? Some of the same similar decks. I mean, we only saw one dragon deck so far here happening in this top 4 for the first qualifier one. Could we see more of those? Could we see maybe some other different types of decks? I mean, maybe some Sword or Shadow, more representation there. We saw Voltio Blood run rampant for a little bit in the past week as well. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think we might see anything like that? Or do you think it might be, again, more of the Spellburst Ruin that we saw coming out from Styx, for example? I'm assuming we'll see, obviously, 50 billion Sanctuary Haven decks, but what do you think we might see here going to qualify to?
Right, so I'm no prophet, right, Best, but the one thing I can guarantee is that we will see more Sanctuary Haven next qualifier. I'm 100% sure.
Figured it out.
Unless the game comes in and just says that we're deleting Sanctuary, we're deleting Yukari. Unless they come in and say that kind of stuff, I honestly think that we will see more Sanctuary.
I'm making that petition right now, petition.org, right? I need them signatures, boys. Delete Yukari out of the game. Justice for burn decks. Let's go.
I mostly agree with Angai about the Sanctuary Haven thing. I also think that there will be an increase of Loxus as well because it's advantageous again. a Sanctuary. Maybe there will be an increase of Shadow as well.
Yeah.
And the one Shadow that we had in the top 4 today didn't make an appearance, but I think it's still a very strong deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite.
Shadow,
Shadow is not made it today. Quite unfortunate. But in all cases, I hope that Voltio never makes it out again.
Come on, what do you mean? Come on, we're gonna have Voltio blood representation.
I was so scared for the past week because of Voltio.
But anyway, Voltio game at day one. Animated Voltio game at day one. We need Voltio representation, boys.
Yeah,
all right.
Anyway, I think the meta would slightly change on the playoff time, and I'm very excited to see what our players will bring. But anyway, for now, congratulations to both players. Very well done today.
Exactly right. That's going to wrap up our first qualifier for the Mana Surge Cross Rain Cross Cup, of course, hosted on the Mana Surge side here. Of course, we got Dawnbreakers, Cryzone, Twilight Knight, Styx will be our first representatives going into the grand finals in 2 weekends' time. Of course, there's still one more weekend next weekend, of course, to see who will be our 2 other participants, who are our 2 finalists, who will make it there, of course, in the end, the 7th of February. And of course, outside of speaking of that, we have the beginning of the SVO season as well, guys, happening next weekend. The first SEAO Cup, happening there. So could see a bunch of things that happen there that could affect the qualifiers here coming forward. Maybe stuff that happened here during this qualifiers could affect the SEAO Cup. We have to wait and see and watch out, I guess. So some big exciting events still coming forward, both on our end and of course the big SVO season. And so make sure you guys do stay tuned for that over the next week of Shadowverse. It's only getting bigger, it's only getting better and more exciting as the 2021 year does progress. But if you want to follow all of us here on Team Mana Surge, stay up to date with the latest news and updates going forward. Of course, you can do so by following our Twitch for a start. Make sure you do that. I'm pretty sure the button's down here somewhere now, so make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you stay tuned, get the notifications when we do go live for our events. And of course, we're also co-streaming on YouTube now as well. So if you prefer watching YouTube or want to check out the VODs for these events later on, make sure to subscribe to Team Mana Surge over on YouTube as well. And for everything social media, check out our Twitter as well, at Team Mana Surge. It posts latest news and updates. Finalis puts all these stats up there as well from events. Always some great information to check out there. And of course, you'll find our links for our Discord server. You can join the community, have a lot of fun with all the players that played here today. Of course, us casters here, the whole Shadowverse community tends to congregate around the Mana Surge server. So join in, be a part of all the fun and action. And that's it, guys. Thanks to all the players that came here, all the people that showed up here. 115 players was the number of players we had here today. So hope to see that number or bigger number happening next weekend. Of course, all our casters here as well. And guys, Sue, thank you very much for being here on the desk with me today, lads.
Always a pleasure, Baz.
No problem. It was fun.
Cheers to that, lads. And of course, big thanks to DF and Sheriff for casting all the games. And of course, big boss man Bjorn himself, working a sweat, doing everything behind the scenes, graphics, running the stream, letting the players know what's happening, always working really, really hard. But the hardest out of the most of us, I have to say. So big thanks to Bjorn himself for giving us the opportunity to put this action on. And of course, Rain and Select. Of course, all of this being sponsored by Select by Sonic Boom Entertainment. So see you next weekend, guys, for the second qualifier for the Mana Surge Cross Rain Cross Cup here. It's going to be an exciting one. Make sure you stay tuned for that. And of course, the big first season start for the SVO SEAO February Cup for 2021 season. So until then, guys, we'll catch you then. Until then, guys.